Oh, hey, didn't see you there. This episode is brought to you by DJ Keepo. DJ Keepo handles all things like weddings, quinceañeras, anniversaries, and graduations. He's good at what he does, keeps the party going, and hit him up on IG, TikTok at DJ Keepo 806. Once again, that's DJ Keepo 806. Oh, you're still here? This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito, located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast and lunch burritos. They've also got some plates. Tell them JP Lopez sent you. But breakfast burritos are pretty fucking huge, so you better bring a big appetite. They're the shit.
My foot, I'm gonna unplug something.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Don't be doing any kicking.
I love you, man.
Just.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's okay.
I see the smile.
You're so Gen Z.
I'm not down with playing tummy sticks, bro. Dick to dick. My buddy's in the Navy, and he said that in the Navy they would always tell him to fall in line, nuts to butt, and like
Nuts
they
to butt.
they
And they
really
would
had to
get
be
that close?
nuts to butt, and I'm like, fuck that,
I'm
dude.
out.
Yeah.
I'm
like
out.
that
Fuck
before.
that shit.
We slept like that.
No.
This ain't South Beach.
You can go hole to hole and pole to pole, but you can't go pole to hole.
Pole to hole.
Yeah.
He was always facing
We're
the air
good?
conditioner. I was always snuggling him.
It's cold.
Don't lie.
It's cold.
I don't think any straight man should be saying snuggling him.
Snuggling.
He's Metro. He's not straight. He's Metro.
He said I was snuggling him. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
wonder where he learned that word.
Right.
Snuggling.
He said
It's new to my vocabulary.
He said I was snuggling him, and I go,
So is anybody else small spoon?
huh?
Is that what he's saying?
Who?
He's small spoon?
Fuck it.
Is he the small spoon?
I'll be small spoon.
You gotta.
The one that you put rub and tussle in?
Right?
Are you good there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, we started.
Oh, shit. I've been listening to y'all.
Just fucking blinded me. God damn it.
40 minutes in, he's still.
Here I am. Hey, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, fuck.
What's up, Pablito?
I was drinking the fucking beer when you said that, and I laughed, and the fucking
It came out of
got
his
in my
eyes.
fucking eye. God damn it.
It's squirted everywhere.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
That ain't lotion.
Again.
Are,
Only
are
one
y'all
time.
offended from squirters, or do y'all appreciate a squirter?
I like it.
Hey, man.
I would appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Like, but
I feel
but
like I did something.
Some dudes like think that's nasty.
It's like a queef. It's the same thing. You're proud.
Yeah, you caused that queef.
You cause that queef.
Was it a queef or was it just your
it's
heavy ass on top?
No. Well, it could go either way, but hey,
Squeeze my
fuck it.
stomach. It made me pee.
Hey, anytime their eyes roll back.
Oh, I think that was a real fart. No queef.
Hey, you know,
Hey, you still got to power through those real farts, bro.
shit.
Just like a cramp, you power through it.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, dude, you're knocking in a back door or whatever, and you get one.
You shit
and
on
then
me.
you just keep on keeping on.
Shit on me.
We'll worry about it later.
God damn, just
I ain't
shit on
cleaning
me.
that up, motherfucker.
Hey, easy on the pull out. Easy on the pull out.
She caked up. You remember that shit? I talked about that last week.
Hey, the
Yeah.
next question is, do you sleep in the wet spot?
No.
Hey, that wet spot's
towels.
always on the other side.
Don't ask me to get a
It'll be
towel. I'm
looking at
already
that.
asleep. Fuck that.
Hey, I got the squirter here.
We'll worry about it tomorrow.
It'll be dry dry by tomorrow.
Right?
That's gonna itch when it dries. Fuck, I missed y'all.
I know, man. We haven't seen Paul for a minute.
I know, man. Smell that. That's my ass.
Hey, you get him a dirty Sanchez.
For you, it's the Hitler.
The Hitler.
Yeah.
It was one of these. It wasn't a swipe. It was one of these.
Bum bum. Oh yeah.
It's a boom boom.
Can't do that shit.
Do you have a word for? I call it bean dip.
We played bean dip at Wolford.
Hey, I may have played bean dip, but I didn't know its name, so I didn't.
What the fuck is that?
You go around grabbing the girls' asses.
Oh,
But the girls were in on it too, so it was equal
was-
opportunity.
no one's gonna bean dip me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're right, Fat Susan. No one's gonna bean dip you.
Don't cag out.
Don't cag out.
Quit wearing your mom's chones, Fat Susan. Dude, there was a heavyset girl in our elementary, and dude, I feel bad. Like, I really hope her self-esteem is pretty high. Cause damn, we went hard on her all the fucking time. She had like this strawberry quick for break, and like everybody was like, "That's Slim Fast!" Like,
Oh, shit. That's the opposite of Slim Fast.
and you know, kids are horrible. We were fucking hard on her, man. Like, it was bad.
Dude, there used to be a girl in our class. Her name it was French. It was Bonet, and guess what we called her every fucking day? Boner. Hey, Boner. Hey, Boner. I don't even know what happened to that person or whatever, but I do know in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, that's what we called her, dude. Her life was miserable.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. It happened at Wolford.
Yeah.
She was bean dip.
Oh, she wanted to participate
With the
in
boner.
the bean dips.
There was a foreign girl. I shouldn't say foreign. She was like Spanish. I don't think Mexico, but she came in like 2nd grade,
Okay.
and then we went to Cavazos with her. Her name was Raquel. I don't remember her last name. But anyways, 2nd grade, she's like 9th grade at Cavazos. Still didn't speak any fucking English.
Oh shit.
Oh, God, damn. Fuck
Like, you
that.
gotta try. You gotta not want to learn fucking
not
English.
learn English, yeah.
Yeah. Still smarter than all of us, though.
Yeah, for sure. She was all doing these equations. You're like,
It's like, she's being taught in a language she don't know, and she's doing better than me?
you?
Fuck.
I'm failing English.
like, how do you feel English? That's the only language you speak.
I got a D in Spanish.
Hey, I passed.
Hey, I took up to Spanish 3 and nada.
No,
You
still
just
no,
went
no, no
you
speakies.
just took Spanish 3 because Miss Trevino.
I don't know. I don't remember her. I had a white
That
lady.
was her name, right? Yeah.
I had a white lady.
Oh. Wasn't she fucking hot, Miss Trevino? Yeah.
But the
I
white
got the
lady
wrong
was
one then.
not hot at
No,
all.
she
She
was
was an
not.
old lady, little stumpy thing. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
She
took
gave us
her,
all
she-
little erections. In
Maybe I was
Cavazos.
trying to get Mr. Trevino and I got the wrong one. They said, "Oh no, that's family. They can't be together."
Hey, Mom.
You wanted me
Hey,
to
Mom, this is my new teacher.
Your dad's all, hey, invite your teacher to, we might be family.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You pick up chicks at the family reunion.
Yeah. Oh, shit, well,
What kind of Alabama shit is that?
that is some Alabama
Did y'all hear
shit.
that joke that said in Alabama it's against the law to do sex reverse cowgirl? Because you don't turn your back on family. That's true.
It's true.
Oh, shit. On that
Everybody's
note,
got
let's
your
start the
back.
fucking show, right?
Son of a bitch.
John Eric. Media.
Okay. Here we go.
All you ladies, pull your chi-chis out. This is the JP Lopez Show. Also, if you're a transgender, pull your pecker out. This is the JP Lopez Show.
What is up? Thank you for tuning back into the JP Lopez Show. We got some fuckery probably going on today. It's safe to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks like it.
I got my boy Paul back on the show. I hadn't seen you since you were this little, mijo.
I know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I know, huh?
I got my boy Adrian back on the show.
What up? Thank you, brother.
Thanks you for coming, man. I got the co-host.
Right?
Sometimes.
So what's new, man?
Same shit.
Yeah.
Just work, slaving, working like my skin color.
Dude, fuck that. Y'all are out there in the elements, and I'm like, fuck that. Charlie.
I'm waiting for it to get cold so I can bitch about how cold it is.
She ain't never heard me.
I'm gonna look outside. I was like, man, it looks cold out there.
You know, I can work in the heat, but it's that fucking cold. Get some.
Yeah.
I've called her before. So I'm quitting this shit. Fuck this. I'm done. Just because I had frost, I had snow, I had water coming down my neck, and I was like, man, fuck
I'm going to
this.
be
It's cold.
a meter maid.
I'm gonna beat up a meter.
Better
maid.
give me a stick with chalk.
Shit. I give everybody some free
They
parking.
don't have those little stupid golf cart looking things no more, huh?
No, they don't mark anymore. They drive by because they got cameras on their deal, and they just
Right? Yeah.
and they're just taking pictures of your shit. Because we used to run out and wipe off the
Yeah,
chalk
the chalk
mark.
off
Yeah.
your tire.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
I remember
in
that.
between classes. Yeah.
I just now thought of that. Like, I ain't seen those little piece of shit.
Yeah.
We went to high school. I can't remember his name. It was a dude that we knew from high school. And he was in those little meter maid trucks. And I worked at Baker Office Products. And we were delivering office furniture to the police station in downtown off of, K and 13th or whatever. And that meter maid dude was there. And the guy I was with, I guess he knew him. And he's like, what's up? And let's just say Albert. I forgot his name. But like, what's up, Albert? He goes, I thought you had to be an old fat Mexican lady to work to be a meter maid. Man, that was like the most funniest shit I ever fucking heard in my life.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, or an old fat white lady too. And you have to have at least 5 years experience at the DMV too.
For real? Yeah, like,
You have to have an attitude.
fuck. Yeah, you watch that show? It's old, but it was called Parking Wars in Philadelphia. Those meter ticket people that would walk up and down the street and give you tickets. Dude, that was an entertaining ass fucking show,
Oh,
man.
I know. It's always a shit show every single ticket,
dude.
right?
It was always like I couldn't imagine working that job and staying there for years because, dude, they caught shit left and right, man.
It's like a tow truck driver.
And it was like fuckery. Like, a car is like actually in the middle of the road, and the dude's giving them a ticket, and they're coming out here fighting. Like, I was just in there for a little bit. Like, dude, you can't even park here. Like, what the fuck?
They park in the middle of the road.
But tow truck drivers are fucking pieces of shit, though, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Especially what's that?
That bird, that cereal bird,
Fuck, what the fuck is it? What are they called? The one that towed my shit.
Cantu.
Yeah, Cantu Towing. Fuck them.
Everybody in here like, fuck.
Yeah, fuck them.
Dude, they towed my fucking shit from our tailgate.
no shit.
We came back from a game and my shit was towed.
Don't park
And
there.
then he fucking like grilled me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I paid for that spot. And he's like, you didn't have the marker. I was like, it's right fucking there.
Yeah.
It was on the dash, not hanging.
And that was it. That's why he said he could put.
Huh?
That's why he said he could take it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Charge you $150.
Did you get it
No,
for free?
he said, I'm going to let it go this time, but blah. Like, he grilled me. I was like, fuck you, dude. Like,
God.
and then he came back, sent a picture of John's van. And then when we went back to the tailgate, because that was the 11 o'clock game.
Okay.
So we're going to stay after the game and
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
And when we came back after the game, or when I got my car back and I went back there, they were ready to tow John's van.
No. I wasn't paying attention because I remember last year chewed out a tow truck tow truck driver trying to take Domingo's vehicle. Remember that? And
Same shit.
I turned all Arnett Benson on that motherfucker or whatever. And then when I turned back around, everybody was looking at me like, they're like, I've never seen you like that before. And I was like,
But he legit had his tow parking pass on the mirror,
yeah,
and they still were gonna
And
tow
still
it.
gonna take it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Well, one of
but
them
that was
cheating on
last
their
year,
wife.
right?
yeah.
One of them cheating on their wife.
Really,
Yeah.
Nikki D?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe. But they were parked in front of our house. Not in front of my house, but on my street.
Cantu?
Yeah. And then,
He picked somebody up, and they left their car in front of her house.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Little sneaky leak. You should have called Cantu Towing to
Should
tow
have.
it. Since they like to tow everybody's shit.
Hey man, they'll they do, but for real, they do the shadiest towing all in town.
In town?
Yeah. So when I realized that his vehicle wasn't there, I said, y'all have Cantu towing? And they're like, yeah, we have Cantu. I said, of course you do. Those are the most shadiest motherfuckers in town. I already knew. It's like when you tell me your cardiologist is doing a shitty ass work. I was like, oh shit, your cardiologist, Dr. Curdy? And they're like, yeah, how'd you know?
Because he sucks. We here at the JP Lopez show do not.
Hey, it's public record that he got his medical his MD license taken away.
For real?
Yeah, it's public knowledge.
I
So
think-
I'm not spreading any rumors.
I think
it was
he
in the
saved
newspaper.
box tops for that. He saved his box tops for his MD.
That motherfucker was
So
a
he
heck.
he was in town for a while, fucking up
Forever.
left and right.
You talking about the doctor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For
And
sure.
then he got his license taken away.
Dude, it's way more complicated than I can explain right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, follow us next time on.
I'll have a full on report. I'll even get the FBI report too.
Percocet, Molly Percocet.
Oh yeah, I think that was on the menu too.
God dang, Paul, you knew this too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in the medical field too for a while.
But
That's what I miss about it.
I want to know.
Hey, I'll let you know over the vacation.
Who do you think gossips more? Us,
Housewives?
us, or our wives? Because I think that like we're more sneaky about it. You know what I mean?
You know, we only gossip about stuff that's interesting. Like, you know, we can hang out and they're like, hey,
Not like
so-
Tina got a new cat. Fuck,
No,
we
no,
don't give
no.
a fuck.
And like you were hanging out with a buddy or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, what's the tea on him and his wife?" Well, I don't know. I didn't ask that. They're like, what the fuck? But then you would know some other fucking.
He
some
did
tea.
park at Paul's house, so I don't fucking know. Might be some shit there.
The rumor is that Cantu left the car.
Yeah.
I mean, I got cameras.
I can go back and roll the tape.
Yeah. So, but a chick is gonna ask 101 questions, and they're gonna know a shit ton about
Yeah.
stuff that it's irrelevant to even know.
It's just I asked that question because it just came to my mind because Lita will be telling me about some shit like 2 or 3 weeks later, and she's like, "You knew that?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Well, why the fuck you didn't tell me?" I was like, "Well, I didn't know it was public knowledge yet, so I thought I had to shut the fuck up."
Yeah, you do. I knew if I told you that the whole town already know.
So I'm like, "Fuck, do we gossip more than them, or what the fuck?"
I think we gossip the same. We just don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you told me something or whatever. It might be just a handful of people, and you don't go, hey, guess what? You just hold
If
on
it comes
to
up naturally,
yes.
it'll be talked about.
But here's I think what is in my DNA is I just don't give a fuck. So if you give me the info, I don't care to run and tell anyone.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you.
So
Is it something
it
that you'll forget about later?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's like, oh, for real? And then it's like, and I forgot.
And then she brings it up, and I was like, oh yeah, I knew about that. She's like, you knew about that? Why the fuck you didn't tell me? He's like, well, I kind of didn't even give a fuck about that, but
the sometimes when you get some knowledge and you might share, it always bites you in the ass too. So you just don't.
Well, that too, because it's always like it came from you
Yeah.
when you were just fucking repeating what
Yeah.
you heard. So
So yeah, sometimes you might get loosey goosey, but most of the time it's
like when you tell your friend that his girlfriend's cheating, and then they stay together, and then they
Yeah,
both
and then-
hate
and
you.
they both hate you.
You're like,
Yeah,
what the fuck did I do? I was just trying to watch out for you, puto.
yeah, I know. I used to come across people where their girlfriends, where their wives didn't like me, and like just really.
That was Adrian's thing.
That was Adrian's thing.
They probably just blame shit on you like Adrian did.
And so and so all of a sudden,
Here at the JP Lopez show.
you realize that you were your friend's scapegoat.
Yeah,
And so and so then now, like, I don't mind being the scapegoat, but let me know that I'm the scapegoat, right? So I'll know why.
So I'll be prepared.
So I'll know why somebody doesn't like me, right? They're like, yeah, okay, I'll be the scapegoat or whatever, but you gotta tell me first.
No shit, dude. You had something like that? No?
I was a scapegoat, motherfucker.
A lot of times.
Here on the JP Lopez show. No.
A lot of times.
You remember we said we don't like to gossip? I'm not one to gossip.
But I ain't one to gossip, so.
You know who the biggest hoe was?
The biggest hoe?
Yeah.
On planet Earth is her mama.
In our group.
Oh, I don't want to say because our whole group is married.
No. I'll tell you, it was me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I took everybody everywhere and got them hoes. And then took the blame for getting them hoes.
You were the wingman.
Even though I was the one that wasn't getting the hoes.
Me too. I didn't get no hoes either. I was always the wingman and
We all
what's
win.
that look for, Adrian?
We all win wholeness.
We here at the JP Lopez.
We're all wholeness.
We just came in here talking a whole bunch of bullshit.
I was on my phone. So let me ask y'all this. I didn't send y'all any topics because I wanted to ask y'all so like there'd be quick fire type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was on social media, right?
Okay.
What social media platform is your favorite?
Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. IG.
About how many hours a day are you on it? Like at least 2?
Total, probably.
At least 2?
Maybe, yeah.
And that's a lot, dude. Like, I know I'm probably more than that, but that's a lot.
Well, during the week, probably not that much. I'm always at. Because my signal sucks at work, so.
You take advantage when you got it.
I'm probably
You're taking the
tired,
shit.
man. But yeah, the thing I'm most on is Instagram.
What's your social media?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah, for sure.
And yours?
IG. I don't get on nothing else.
I figured at least one of y'all would say TikTok.
I don't even have TikTok on my phone.
Yeah, I know.
I
you
have
don't,
it because
fucker.
my son put it on my phone because he's like, Dad, I'm sending you stuff. You got to see it. And then that motherfucker gets off.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. So I only have it because of him.
So let me see your TikTok. TikTok is just full of a lot of funny shit, though. Instagram is a whole lot of positive shit.
But
Well,
what's
you
crazy
can-
about my TikTok is it fucking changes. Like the algorithm always changes. Like it'll be all God and then all conspiracy and then number tits,
Titties.
tits and ass, and like it just goes in like a
Yeah.
emotion. Like I mean, I like all three. Don't get me wrong.
I'll clear my face.
They're like, hey, this is right here been looking at too many titty reels over here.
Switch it up on
Bible.
The FBI guys, I hit him with the Jesus.
I've tried to change my algorithm. I've tried to change my algorithm.
You can't, bro.
It works for a little bit.
That's
like
what I'm
you
saying.
Said, it
Like,
just
you can't.
It bops right
Once
there.
you open
Yeah.
those messages,
Well, you know, like literally right
it's them
now.
dirty motherfuckers that are my friends that follow a lot of
that's what I
nasty
was about to say.
shit.
once
Your
you open
friends.
those messages, it changes.
I know it's you like right now your phone's listening to you, whatever. Where you look up YouTube or something like, oh shit, I need to look up something real quick. I was talking about Mexico, and then all right, cool, I'm all done. And 30 minutes later, and I pull out my phone, I get on IG, and I'm getting all these Mexico destination stuff, the little small towns and whatever, and then my reels were in Spanish. And I was like, God damn, like, what the fuck? And then I didn't mind it, but like, and then I thought to myself, I was like, I just talked about Mexico for 30 minutes, and then now my entire algorithm on IG, which I was not on IG for that entire time, is all about Mexico.
Now his feed's all about immigration and Kamala Harris.
Oh, no. I'll talk about fun stuff. I don't even think about immigration.
You're already here. I don't need to.
I was like, that ain't my problem.
So yeah, I think IG is probably my go-to, and I'm more heavily on IG, but I fuck with TikTok a lot, man.
See, I don't like to read, and the videos are too fucking long.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
I think, if I'm not lying, they can go up to an hour.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. One post is 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, and then an hour.
And then an hour.
Yeah. Because they made a big deal about how people can put their whole podcast on TikTok now because it's an hour post.
I see. Yeah,
But I've yet to see an hour post.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, shit, even a 3-minute one's too long for me.
Damn, dude.
Why ain't you gonna say you no more prayers?
You already came, huh? You already came?
No.
It's already up.
It's too long, already
That's
came.
Twitter.
You're like, oh, fuck this bitch, I'm done.
I got stamina. What are you talking about? I got stamina.
This algorithm is fucking nasty.
Y'all dirty. Quit sending me dirty shit. Y'all fucking on my algorithm. I'm trying to be with Jesus.
Babe, lights on my phone.
Motherfuckers are nasty. Send me this nasty shit.
Nobody like no big titty bitches. Shit.
Like them eggs.
Yeah, man. I heard my boy likes some small chichis, man.
The smaller the better.
Little inside joke there.
Make things awkward.
So let's just get a little deep today, just a little bit, really quick. And I know I'm putting you on the spot, but I'll start with you. What do you think that people misunderstand about you?
Man.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
I think that my humor instantly comes off as I already trust you. Like when I get to meet you for the first time, I'll get your vibe that you're a cool motherfucker, and then my humor just stays consistent. And I think that people kind of like see that as like maybe a jackass, or maybe like, does this dude not like me? Because like I'm like doing puns or like I don't know, just trying to be funny, but it'll come off as like, this dude fucking is an asshole.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Instead of just laughing.
Yeah,
right?
because I'll get a vibe that somebody's cool, and then I'll start bullshitting with them, and then I'll realize, oh fuck, they don't understand my humor, or because it's happened to me several times.
Yeah.
And then I notice like later on in the day, if they're still around, like they won't fuck with me.
Really?
Yeah, because they probably think that this dude's an asshole. Like, that's just me. That's what I think. I'm misunderstood, but
Yeah.
like I met this dude at the tech game. I don't know if I told you, but he's my boyfriend now.
Pole to pole.
But like I instantly gravitated towards him because we were the same fucking dude. Like he was coming down the stairs.
Oh.
He was coming. Pause. Fucking Ramos. Pause. He was coming down the stairs, and then some dude was coming up the stairs at the stadium, right? And he had a pizza box, and he goes, "Hey, you gonna finish that?" And dude, I knew he was fucking with him,
Yeah.
so I just instantly just started fucking laughing. And I'm looking at that guy with the pizza box, and he's like,
I just got it.
no, he was just like,
You know what to say?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing, and he looks at me, and he's like, fuck that guy.
That JP.
Yeah.
So then, like, we go, I'm just laughing. Like, a mustarded person. And then my wife is like, "Shut the fuck up! It's not even funny
not that
no
funny
more.
more."
Like it's already been 2 quarters and you're still laughing." So then halftime comes and he like makes his way down there and I stop him. I'm like, "Bro, I have to tell you that was the most funniest shit I ever heard in my life." And he's like, "You want a fucking beer?" I was like, "Yeah." So I didn't even tell my wife I'm leaving. I just fucking like followed him like a groupie and shit. And then so we go to the
Came back holding hands.
yeah. We go to the bar, the little bar cart, and he's like, "Oh shit, they sell buzz balls here?" So I was like, "Yeah, I seen some people with some buzz balls." So he goes, "Hey, give me 3 buzz balls," and it's a fucking kid, like a legit kid selling us buzz balls. So he just fucking grabs them and he walks back over to us, and he's like, "Hey, let's take them," and we all just shoot them like they're shots.
Fuck.
So I guess that kid thought like he ran away with them. So when he comes back, it's a girl, like I guess the manager or whatever, and she's like, "Those were $11." Like she's being an asshole, and he was like, "Yeah, let me have 3 more." And so she gave him 3 more for us, right? And she was like, "That's $64," and he goes, "For 3 buzz balls?" So again, I'm fucking laughing my ass off, man. So I was like, "Dude, you have to come on my podcast." He's like, "Man, I'm leaving tomorrow." I was like, "Fuck." So he was like, "What's your IG?" And then we've been sending each other shit ever since.
That's weird.
So my wife is like, "Oh yeah, your boyfriend." Like,
Very nice.
he's a cool mofo, man.
Sounds like it.
You might have a nice one.
Yeah. But what would you say you get misunderstood about you? Like, is it your attitude or?
I don't know. Like, maybe people think I'm just full of shit about some of the things I say. Like, I try to be as honest as I can be.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes I hurt your feelings, but if I'm nice to you, I don't like you. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck,
Like,
that makes sense because
yeah.
if you're like, quote unquote, truthful, you give a fuck.
I
like
do.
you care.
Yeah. I at least see something in you that I'm like, hey, cool, I can maybe fuck with you at a
Like
later
you call
time.
their bullshit because
Yeah.
you love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's, P's and Q's and whatever, because I got a motherfucker at work, manager, that he's like, oh, Paul's quiet, he's a man of few words. And I'm like, nah, motherfucker, I talk to motherfuckers' ears off. Mm-hmm. Ain't a stranger I met that, that I wouldn't talk to and tell him my
I've
whole
never
life
heard
story.
that you're quiet.
Yeah. But this motherfucker.
Never heard that about you.
This motherfucker, he's like, oh, Paul doesn't talk. I was like, no, I don't talk to you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like you. You're an asshole, da-da-da-da. So.
Yeah,
But-
no, I do. If someone is like that, has that aura of just like nonsense, I don't talk to them at all.
Yeah, and that's I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. I was like, I just
Yeah.
don't want to talk to him. So, but
I get that nice shit though, because
Yeah.
that's what I do.
yeah.
Because I love to be around people, but it's someone that I don't fuck with. I'll just be nice to entertain you, so you can get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get that.
Okay. And I don't know, maybe my realism or me being honest with you or trying to be real with you, some people think I might be fake.
Yeah.
So, but it's not.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No,
so,
for real. That's
so
cool.
maybe,
'Cause
but
I
I couldn't think of anything else because I always grew up like, you either like me or you didn't, But I was a cocky motherfucker, but I was a white guy living in the Arnett, so I had to be cocky as fuck, just to
I
survive.
just want to be clear. You're not a white guy. You look white. but
He's
you're not
more
a
he's
white
more
guy.
Canelo-ish.
Yeah. There you go.
Fucking Nico.
You know how hard it is to be a white Mexican?
Oh, I know.
Pinche pocho.
I know.
And
Pinche milkweed.
I used to get that a lot. Obviously I look Mexican, but
You do?
but sometimes the way that I talk, they're like, "Oh, you're not Mexican. You're not
Yeah.
Mexican." I was like, "I don't know. I'm pretty Mexican." They're like, "You talk like a white boy," and I'm like, "Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe because I grew up in America. I don't know." But when it gets too far, I let them know that I do know how to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And usually the person that's calling me out, calling me the white boy, that I think I'm white or whatever, doesn't know how to speak Spanish. So why are you calling me out for?
Yeah.
Like, what was that point for? So
To demean you and
Try
make you
to.
smaller.
Try to.
I'm better than you. I think that's, in my opinion, that's what it's for.
Yeah, because I am who I am, or whatever, and you could think the perception that whatever I am, like, oh, this guy right here thinks he's big and tough or whatever, and I'm gonna put him down, and then you attempt to, and you can't tell me that I'm not Mexican.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that my ego died at a young age, because my ego probably would have got me killed. Because I was that dude. I wanted, we would go out and I'd be like, no, I'm the baddest motherfucker here. I probably wasn't, but I thought that.
But you feel that way,
and I felt that way. And we got into a lot of bar fights because of it. Because it wasn't like, my bad, bro. Like, sorry I bumped into you. It was like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? And that type of shit with that mentality, nowadays, they don't even fight you. They'll just shoot you.
Well, because they can't.
You know what I mean? But I'm glad my ego died a long fucking time ago, bro. Because I was that fucking person. I had to be the biggest, baddest motherfucker.
Yeah.
Maybe that's maturity, but I don't know. But, excuse me, I'm glad that my ego fucking died. And I'm that person that's like, oh, you're good, bro? Like,
no, we're cool.
No harm, no foul.
We're just having that fun.
You spilled a drink on me, but it's an accident. Like, it's cool. I'm cool. Yeah.
As long as they
For
step
real?
on my K-Swiss, I was good.
Oh, shit. Talk about fucking K-Swiss. Fucking K-Swiss king over here.
Dude, I have zero idea why we wear those white ass shoes for.
I never liked them, bro. And I always gave Adrian so much shit about wearing K-Swiss. And this dude had like you would have thought he was Jay-Z with like fucking 8 pairs of K-Swiss and shit. Like, why you wearing the same fucking shoe, bro? Like, the fucking lunch lady 4s and shit.
The lunch lady Ford. Hey, do I get extra pizza with that?
Got your kicks on.
But Adrian, what do you think that people get wrong about you, or what's misunderstood about you?
I would say probably the way I am now. Not just because. So coming back to work over here, it was, oh, you know how Agent blows up and he's a fucking, he's a firecracker. He blows up at anything, but they don't know how, like.
The old Adrian.
Yeah, you don't know how at peace I am. Like, dude, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Until you cross that line, then it's like, okay. But it's like, I don't know, man. But
I get that, bro, because I seen throughout our weekly, daily text messages, I've seen your growth. I've seen you stride for like a 180 to quote unquote the old Adrian. You know what I mean? I can definitely understand. I mean, you even got in my ass. Like, bro, like, don't do that. You're fucking up. Like you said, they were wanting to do better. You've gotten in my ass several times. And I'm like, fuck, Adrian's right. So I can see how you come back to Lubbock and it's like, oh, this motherfucker.
yeah.
Like,
And it's like that, bro. It's like.
and then it's you against all odds immediately off the bat.
And it's nothing like that, bro. And I don't want to. It's not my place to be like, hey, look, guy, I'm not like this. I'm not like that no more.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, you take it for you want to. Like, I'm not gonna waste my energy trying to explain how I am to you now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm at peace. Cool. Like, I'm cool. Like, I feel like I'm a better person to be around. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But
I think, like,
me and Paul have had plenty of deep combos, like, fucking lately, bro. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's just like me and Paul have
Hey,
switched
we
roles.
need that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
we need that,
And
right?
I think me and Paul have switched roles in a weird way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause Paul's
That he's
like,
the puto now?
He said now.
Hey, he's married. You can't switch roles.
Hey.
I was never that. We're talking about attitude.
No, I get it, bro.
But yeah,
Sorry, man.
So we've had, plenty of combos, and it's like we switched, and it's just like, we'll talk, and he'll ask me, and I'll ask him, shit, and it's just, and talking to someone too, man, it's just, to see him turn around, and hear him turn around, is just so like, I'm not the only one who's gone through it to where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Like
His delivery
yeah,
is unmatched.
It hits a soul in a different
But-
way that
yeah.
I don't think like a motivational speaker can hit me in my feel strings the way he does.
He does, yeah.
And
You know why? Because we knew him from where he fucking was. You know what I mean? We've known him to be the old someone that he was. Shout out to you, someone. But we've known him to be the fucking asshole that he was.
Yeah.
You know, and to where the grateful, humble, he just wants to help people type person. It's just like a switch, but to and he's gone through it.
But bro, to be like philosophical kind of sort of.
Yeah, bro.
And you're like, what the fuck, bro? Like you're putting shit in terms that I never even fucking thought about. And like you're fucking right. You're right.
Yeah.
You have to have straight intelligence to be able to do that. Continual of studying and educating yourself. But we should have saw that San Juan was smarter than the average bear when that motherfucker was driving to middle school.
Right? Well, y'all ain't teaching me shit here.
I'm gonna say this right fucking now, bro. And I don't want to mess up your train of thought, but you were that guy for me early on, and I would love to see you, San Juan, on Donnie's show.
Okay.
Because, like, bro, you were the smartest man in our group by far. Like, and you would hit us with facts and history and you know what I'm saying? You were that fucking guy for a long fucking time. But it's still in you. It's just I wish my audience can hear what I know about you.
Well,
because we come on here and we do some slapdick shit and it's fun.
Yeah.
But this podcast isn't dedicated to showing our knowledge about a bunch of shit, abundant shit.
Yeah.
And Eric by far, bro, like would fucking blow your mind on just how much knowledge this kid has, like for real.
I enjoyed learning unorthodox style. So people ask me, hey, what's your favorite novel? I can honestly tell you I've never finished a novel in my entire life. It's zero interest to me. And they're like, man, you don't know how to you don't fucking read or what? I say, God damn, I fucking read every fucking day. But it's not make-believe stuff.
Yeah.
It's not a novel.
Yep.
And then the novel could be awesome, but it does not interest me. You give me a textbook of a historical setting, I'll finish reading.
That's your shit.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah.
I only want to know reality. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not down for stuff, an alternative learning, but still, it's a reality of some sort. But I'm not gonna. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Did you read Lord of the Rings? Did you watch it? I did. I could tell you zero things about Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, any of that stuff. That is zero interest in me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
On what was that little app? Something Crack.
Crackstream?
No, not Crackstream. But it was like you're playing against your friends on
Trivia Crack?
on Trivia Crack, right? So if you beat me, it's because a Harry Potter question came up. Because if you ask me about geography, you ask me about history, you ask me about a math problem or whatever.
See, I was good like that too,
Yeah.
but whenever the pop culture or like just kind of goofy shit came up, I was
You
like,
didn't give
I
a
don't
fuck about that.
I know,
Yeah.
I don't know none of that shit. And then so sometimes you can come across some people who know everything about pop culture, and you're just sitting there. I was like, I don't know jack shit about the Kardashians. I don't even know who's that Del Rey chick that married some commoner. I don't know.
Obviously, we don't give a shit about that either.
What's her name? Yeah, that
Who?
person.
Oh, Lana Del Rey?
What does she do?
Pornhub.
What does she do? She's a singer. Okay, so I have zero idea who that person was, and
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, and she married a person like us,
Oh, sweet.
and so she's a freaking super famous. Rich
So he made her
person.
famous.
She married an asshole.
and so like I go, oh man, that's freaking cool. Who the fuck is this lady? Like I don't have no idea.
No, yeah.
Who that stuff is, especially if you sing little girl music.
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass man.
I just wanted to give you your flowers, bro, because I've always thought of you as very intelligent, very knowledgeable, and I knew that you just knew a whole abundance of shit. And people were like, "Oh man, JP knows a little about everything." I'm like, "Nah, dude, fucking Eric knows a lot about fucking everything."
Yes. Oh, you know a shit ton about entertainment. Like you were a movie buff person, a series. You watch series and stuff like that. I've recently just got into some of this stuff. There's a time span for like 5 or 6 years, movies that came out that everybody quotes and I know zero about, and not because I wasn't interested in not watching them, is that in that time era of my life, I was so consumed with life, school, work, whatever was happening, and I know zero about it.
Yeah.
And so sometimes people are like, oh, remember blah, 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 this and that. And I have no zero idea what you're talking about. But then I was like, when did that come out? And they're like, oh, it came out in 2005. And I started laughing. I'm like, shit. I'd probably spend about the entire year of 2005 maybe watching anything that was on TV or on a screen for like 10 hours the entire year.
For sure.
So I just don't know. But like, yes, I love studying. I study every single day. I want to learn more and more and more and more and more and more. But there's pop culture, I just don't.
I'm getting there, like legit. I'm getting there. I want to know, like, more about just everything in general. Not only just because of my podcast show, because I want to like broaden my shit, but just to get off fucking social media. Yeah. You know what I mean? And my wife loves reading, bro. Her goal was to read 12 books this year. And I think she's like close to fucking 30.
She's trying to get a pizza?
Cat Williams?
Yeah.
Cat Williams?
Like legit, her goal was to read 12 books this year. And she thought she couldn't. She's like damn near close to 30. Bro. And she inspires me to like want to read. Nerd. Like, you know what I mean? Like we went to Mahon Library on this book sale. And I like picked out some shit that I'd be interested in, like old ancient artifact type shit. Yeah. That's a boring read. Them books were like on sale for like, they were like, you want this book? You can have this motherfucker. Yeah. So I have those books and I'm ready to fucking read them. I can't fucking get off social media. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I want to read them.
I'm on social media because of y'all, and then because my wife's on it. So if I see her on her phone, I was like, I want to get on my phone because, like, fuck it. But then I'm like, okay, what did Puga send me? What did the group send? What did, so I want to go through all that first. FOMO. Yeah, and then, well, not even FOMO, just what did I miss? Because I haven't been on. Oh, okay, whatever. But it's more like I've been busy. I've been working.
They quiet in the
cheat sheets. Like he didn't say nothing else. Look at these cheat sheets, motherfucker.
Old Florence's ass over there.
I had fear of missing out those big chi-chis, man. But before I take it to break, bro, Eric, what does people get wrong about you? What are you misunderstood about?
Probably that I'm unapproachable, and
you're unapproachable.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
And so it happens often. I don't know if I sometimes drop the vibe, but if I don't find you interesting, maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know if that's a misconception, but I feel like people are like, oh, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to make eye contact with him or something. And I actually just want to be your friend. I honestly want to be people's friends.
How? How though?
I was gonna say there's a reason why he's called Sugar Bear.
Yeah, like how?
But what do you see when you see a bear? It's a big, ferocious, fucking intimidating individual. But that's because we know who you are, but I can see it. I can separate myself and say, "Oh, I see this big motherfucker." He's like, he doesn't look friendly walking into a fucking bar. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then you
So
agree
that-
with him?
I agree with him.
Maybe I've been
Because
friends
I've
with
seen
him
it
for so long that I don't.
Because
See it, you're blind
yeah,
to it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we've met up at Lantern, and he walks in, and I'm like, all I see is a big fucking dude walking in. I'm like, oh shit, okay. What you said, you swallowed, or you got rid of your pride, but you
Hey,
walk into a
calm down.
fucking
I
bar,
didn't
or
swallow
not
nothing.
pride, you're machismo, whatever.
His ego.
Your ego, you
No, yeah,
let go
yeah,
of your
yeah,
ego, but you know when you walk into a club, you're like, okay, which motherfucker do I got to worry about? Which one I got to fight?
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
I see a big guy coming in, it's like, okay, if he gets into a fight, we're going out the back
The
door.
machismo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so when I saw him again, I was like, damn, this motherfucker's still big, you know, if not bigger. And I was like, oh, I'm glad I know that motherfucker.
Wait till you
because-
see his dick.
Oh, shit.
It's huge.
And it's circumcised.
It don't look like an anteater, man.
It's cute.
It's cute. No.
Yeah, that's the way I-
It's
that's
great
the way I
that you
see it.
point that
Yeah.
out because I couldn't see that. But he's
Yeah.
been
He's been your boy.
my boy for so long that yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude makes boyfriends on our vacations. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm like, what the fuck is saying you're unapproachable?
That's real tough.
For real, right?
If you sit next to me, I might talk to you, and we're gonna hit it off for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever. Simply because one of my passions is geography. And then actually, and I love geography to begin with, but you put me on Andrew Zimmer, and that dude right there changed my entire life. Andrew Zimmer changed my entire life, and everything that I do is because of him.
Well, for those listeners that don't know, that's the Bizarre Foods guy, way back in the day. You know?
Yeah, I know he is.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. The bald-headed
Bald-headed white guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to say he almost got canceled. I don't know what he did, but
Yeah, who knows
Yeah.
what he did? He was such a nice, polite, educational person.
No, I'm lying. That's the
That's
other
the,
fat bearded guy that wore Crocs all the time. He got
The
canceled.
food challenge guy that he would eat all the, he would go to all the
the
places.
wine,
Oh,
food, and
the Man versus Food.
Yeah,
he
Man
got
versus-
canceled
he's the one that
too.
got canceled.
No,
Okay.
but I'm talking about Mario Batali.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah,
who that
he
is.
got canceled. I'm not talking about
But
Andrew Zimmer.
Andrew Zimmer
Yeah.
got taken off of TV, and I don't know why.
Well, I mean, he got taken off TV because he didn't want to go with their bullshit. And they were like, "All right, well, if
Yeah,
you're
you
not
can't-
rolling with
yeah.
us, then you're not with
You're
us."
not with us.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay, he
he
didn't wanna- he didn't wanna
he's
do
legit.
propaganda.
Yeah, he's looking legit.
Yeah, no. Once you told me, hey, check this out. Ever since the very first episode, I was like, I want to eat that. And so, if you know me personally,
Those gorillas asshole.
I am 100% wanting to try.
Gorillas asshole. Sauteed.
If it's sauteed, I'll try it. There's only 3 things that I won't eat, and it's a dog, a cat. I'm not Haitian.
You're not Haitian.
And a rat. Or any bugs.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not gonna do bugs.
No books.
But if you tell me, hey, I got this moose, and I was like, fuck, when are we gonna try it? You got bear? Like, fuck yes.
Dude. This dude like randomly hit me up on a Tuesday. This was a couple years ago. He's like, "Hey, if you have the hookup on bear, let me know."
Let me know.
And I'm like, "What the fuck were you watching last night, Way? Like, I don't got no hookup on fucking beef, much less bear."
Hey, if anybody out there,
I don't know who to call to get a quarter of a fucking cow.
if anybody out there can get fucking bear meat to me, I need that.
Yeah.
Actually. And
I get some
also,
raw meat to you.
And another thing that I also need that's wild game, I need a big buffalo head mount too. And I've asked a lot of people
Shoot
who
it yourself.
Ka-ching-ga-way. Dude, that's like a 30 G's because to go on the hunt, you're going to
Fuck it.
spend a
It's just
shit
money,
ton.
bro.
Yeah, it's just money.
401k
Fucking
money.
Adrian.
401k
I understand it's money, I just don't even have it. You can't.
Fucking Adrian. It's just money, man. Fuck her. Get her pregnant. Fuck it. It's just child support. Fuck it.
Oh, no more. No more, bro. Not
No,
more.
but
That was
for real,
like-
Eric, I know I cut you off several times, and I'm sorry, man. It's just, bro, I think so highly of you, bro. I really do, man. And I want to take this time and opportunity to fucking tell you and express it now. I really love the episode. If you guys are looking for an episode with Eric, he was on the deep dive with Donnie Flamingo. I couldn't tell you what episode it was. If you just look through the descriptions, if you're not into conspiracy, look it up. But if you are, for sure, hit up Donnie Flamingo's podcast. But I was so proud of you on that episode that I piggybacked off it, and I had both of y'all on like that next week.
The next one, yeah.
Just because, like, you are very knowledgeable, and you don't get to express that on this show. And
Well,
I just wish my listeners would know that about you.
I understand that 100%, but I actually like coming on this show because I can have fun. I can relax, and I can be with my friends. I don't have to be what my job is. I don't have to be my passion. I can just laugh with friends that I've known since we were kids. And that type of relationship, it's like being in the backyard. Like, nobody is talking about freaking whatever the hell in a historical fact and a conspiracy theory or stories from work. It's just your boys just hanging out.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. This is backyard.
Boogie.
It's bring you it's to your soul. It's a soul type of thing. You can go to a restaurant, you can order a fucking hamburger, or you can
A filet mignon.
or you can go to a Michelin star restaurant. But sometimes we just need to eat fucking barbecue,
Oh, shit.
right? We just eat.
Sometimes
it's
we
like-
need a fucking chili dog, bro.
Sometimes I want scrambled eggs and weenies.
Con huene.
with some
Macaroni
spam.
con huene.
So this is my barbecue right here, because barbecue is random, but it's always delicious.
Yeah.
And so and I get to relax, and it's a relaxing.
I mean,
type of thing.
you can have shitty barbecue as long as you have barbecue sauce.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
barbecue
Kansas.
sauce was invented.
Yeah.
Because a whole bunch of people from the East Coast and Kansas City made terrible shit, but their sauce is fucking delicious.
You know
It
what?
really is. No, it really is.
You know what chaps my ass? For real, dude. Is I look at like articles online and shit, and like they have all these New York steakhouses as number one, and I'm like, are y'all fucking like stupid?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you not have Texas as the number one steakhouse anywhere in Texas? Like,
You know, and I thought about that for a long time, because I was like, what the fuck? I just think that those places have so much wealth that they're sending the best cuts, the best pieces of meat to those places, and someone that looks like us is cooking their food, and that's why it's so fucking delicious.
But you know, the other thing though too is it's the East Coast and the West Coast thing. The mid central of America
It's forgotten
doesn't
about.
matter. We don't matter because we don't know. We're not educated. We're
Oh,
not
my God.
of worthy.
Yes.
When it comes to the critics from the East Coast,
Yes.
or the West Coast,
Yes.
I
it's
never
about
thought of it
LA.
like that.
It's
Yeah.
about New York. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So we can
It's the
move.
egos.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
egos.
You know,
Yeah.
it's oh, this shirt cost me $400, and it's a fucking T-shirt that looks dirty
That you
has
got at
holes in it.
Walmart.
You know,
That
and
looks
I
the
could
same.
and I get the same thing at
Yeah.
Walmart. You know, because we're buying the Champion,
Yeah.
you know, brand, but we're paying what $80 for it. They're paying $500 for it
Yes.
just to look nice. And
I never
fancy.
thought of it like
Yeah,
that.
that's
But you're
what it
right.
is.
Yeah,
You're
we,
right.
Yeah.
we're
We're
different.
uneducated and we don't know what
And-
rich and
and
wealth is.
And so you know a little bit about the healthcare. So Providence is over Covenant, right? And those people honestly thought or still think that we're just a whole bunch of fucking retards here in West Texas and we didn't know shit about goddamn fucking shit. But those people that come from Washington, Oregon, California, and they're forced to come to Lubbock to look at the hospital and see how this stuff is operating. and they always come back, going back to their places. They're like
Amazed.
This is we don't know.
We missed something.
Yeah, we missed something here. You know, the other day I had to go across the street, right? So I have to go on the Sky Bridge. Well, if you don't know this, the garage that we're at, to go across that Sky Bridge, you have to be an employee because you have to scan the door to open it up to get on that Sky Bridge. So no visitors on that Sky Bridge. So I'm walking, and I know somebody's behind me, and so I'm looking in all directions, but still looking forward, and I could tell off of the glass that the person behind me is wearing scrubs. So when I scan my badge, I keep the door open for them until they can walk through. And she like turned around and looked at me. She goes, you know what? She goes, the men here in Lubbock, Texas are the most polite people I've ever met in my entire life. Y'all's mothers did an amazing job raising you guys. And I was like, oh, well, we just, and I didn't even know what to say. And I was like, this is just what we do. She goes, no, when I'm in San Francisco, not one person is going to open the door. Not one person is going to call me ma'am. And not one person is going to be polite. And I love coming to Lubbock, Texas, because everybody is so polite. Mm-hmm. But we're fucking backwoods, dumb motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
We're too conservative. We're too this, we're too that, or whatever. But if you really, really look at, like, don't look at the fucking politics. Look at
it's the values. It's the values
really
of
who
we're trying to raise.
Who we really are, and like the regular citizen is not a political person. Now they might talk about politics, but overall we are just a nice, polite people who are just trying to strive forward and do more.
For me to add on that, no lie, bro. I'm fresh off the fucking plane in Boston. I'm going to do my internship there. I'm going to fucking live with my aunt there. Fresh off the plane. I dipped back then. So I'm coming off of a fucking 5-hour flight from Lubbock, which was like a total of like a 9-hour trip. I need a dip. You know what I mean? So I tell my aunt who picks me up in Boston, take me to the convenience store. Fresh off the fucking plane, do the Lubbock, Texas shit. Just hold the door open for the guy behind me.
Yeah,
I ain't shitting you, bro. And maybe I've said this on the podcast, maybe I haven't. But this motherfucker was like, "Hey, I can open my own goddamn door."
Yeah,
and I'm like, like, damn, bro. I was just like, well, fuck you, like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, I'm not in Lubbock no more.
No.
Like. But he was pissed that I held the door open for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I get mad when the motherfucker walks in the door and just didn't even acknowledge that I opened the door for him.
I was like, bitch, I was right.
He's like, hey,
behind you.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, that's some rude ass shit.
Yeah.
That's some
I was
East
like,
Coast shit.
Yeah. It's like, just say thank you, or hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or just say, hey. Like, but when it's no acknowledgement, it's like, I was meant to hold the door for you because
that's when
whatever.
you throw his ass back outside.
Yeah. You can't do that in a uniform.
But on that note, man, we'll take a break and we'll come right back.
Oh, it's you again. This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in commercial and residential. They also specialize in drywall and paint. No job is too big or too small for them. Hit them up at 806-544-7199.
And this is why I show up.
And we're back.
Sorry to cut you off, Eric, but
Shut the fuck up.
Should not even pay attention to me anyways.
how about the Yankees?
So, Yankees suck dick. Anyways, they'll never get no play on this fucking podcast.
Zero.
Ever in my
It's all
fucking
gonna
life.
be, this little pansy koozie is gonna get blurred out.
I'll just mute this fucking mic real quick.
I thought it was been muted. I thought it was been muted the entire time.
You're lucky, bro.
What?
Like, for real, man.
What happened?
Because I could be shitting on you right now.
Why?
For the get up that you got on, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so,
one.
and you want to bring this, like, you want me to shit on you?
I could take it.
No, but okay. So
You're talking about my Cowboys right now? Talk about
I'm not talking about the Cowboys.
Talk about 'em. We got more expensive and more sorry.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be a fucking Giants fan.
Shit. What a fucking shitty life
I
that
think
would be.
Y'all guys, whoever wins the division, are gonna go to the playoffs with 7 wins.
This motherfucker. I'll be happy if we win
Whoever
two
wins
of
the
our
NFC
next.
East will be like 7 and 10.
It's gonna be 8-9.
I think I'll be happy with like 2 of our next 5 wins. We got.
Dude, we have a whole
We
fucking
have the
goddamn
Steelers.
gauntlet.
We have the Lions. We have the Niners.
Y'all have
Yes.
the
We
Pittsburgh.
have the bitch ass Eagles. Let me say that out loud.
And the Commanders are in
You
there.
said the
Falcons,
bitch ass
too.
Eagles like y'all can beat them.
Yeah, we probably can. That's why I said it was so
Hey,
much emotion.
Thanksgiving, the Giants again on
Thanksgiving on
Thanksgiving.
Jets, yes. They'll probably
Like
have a
y'all
running
can
game and beat us.
Like y'all can beat them.
No, they'll still have
Beat your
Daniel
team
Jones
later.
on that fucking team.
Okay, let's not talk about the Cowboys.
Hey, what's that?
You wanted to bring them up, fucker. I didn't.
Well, because we won yesterday, so I was proud.
On a Thursday night.
Hey, 2015, man.
Amazon Prime
2015.
game.
Burley.
Did y'all
It
not
was
play?
a prime sale to go. Everything must go. Even Jerry Jones.
Well, I know you're lying.
At least my owner don't talk about dick sizes, bro.
Bro,
Hey, you got an 8.5-inch dick. Like, what the fuck?
Jamie Foxx was like, okay.
Oh shit.
And he went like this, no diddy.
Bro,
that was
what the fuck,
crazy,
bro?
man.
Like, for real, what the fuck?
He was talking about his height, his weight, the 40, and he was like, yeah, with the 8.5-inch dick. Like,
Oh my god.
What is, like, for real, like, what are those interviews all like?
fool walked in the locker room looking at me.
This motherfucker right?
That fool was
God.
looking at me. Damn, you know what he reminded me of?
Oh, Jerry
Any given
Hose.
Sunday,
It's like we're gonna.
any given Sunday when Cameron Diaz walked in the fucking office.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
don't get stiff on me. That motherfucker
Miss
went in there like that.
Ponciano, I would
Yeah.
love to take you. So, real quick, man, I want to ask y'all guys, and I'll go first to give y'all time to think, but did you have a mentor or someone that you look up to in your life? And I'll let you know now, I never had any, like, real dreams of being something or a somebody.
Okay.
And this one dude, man, his name was Andrew. And I met him at the gym when The Rock, it was called The Rock. The gym was called The Rock. And my boy Iron J owned it. Mm-hmm. He owns Iron J's now, but his name is Jeremy. And this was before him and his business partner went south and they had to sell The Rock. But I met this guy, Andrew, at The Rock. Cool as fuck, man. But every day I would talk to him, like he would tell me like you can be more than just a nobody. You know what I mean? Like he would ask me like probing questions, like, what do you want to do? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I'm going to school right now. I'll probably just work the rest of my life. He's like, no, you can be something. And then I don't know, like for whatever fucking reason, like he took me under his fucking wing and like showed me like, fuck, dude, you can do shit. And I started to believe in myself because of him. And then I'm probably like 23, 24 years old when I met him. So then I lose my job at the Health Science Center because they hired me as a part-timer. I'm going to tech as a student. And then from like one semester to the next, they were like, you have to go full-time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
I can't.
Fuck you. You hired me as a part-timer. So I continue my part-time schedule until I get fired because I'm smart. I'm like, if I do this and you fire me, I can get unemployment. So then they fired me. I go to the gym immediately. That's why I think divine intervention, things are supposed to happen the way it is. I go to the gym immediately after getting fired at The Rock, and he's there. And he's like, what's up, dude? Like, you know, just him being his normal self, and I'm not trying to fucking hear it. I just got fired. And he's like, I was like, dude, I just got fired. He's like, what? And then he goes, you know, my job is hiring a part-timer. And I'm like, where do you work at? And he's like, South Plains Electric Co-op. I was like, I never fucking heard of that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man, go see so-and-so, put in an application, tell him I sent you. And then I did that and immediately got the job. Just based on, oh, I know Andrew. And
Yeah.
they were like, oh, you want to work? Okay, cool. So I start like immediately. And then had it not been for that, I would never be in the field that I'm in. I would never be
Doing
but
what you're doing
even
now.
even then, when I'm a part timer, he would still go talk to this little bullshit ass college kid, and still coach me up. Like, hey, you need to want more for yourself, bro. And I'm like, I know, I got this job. He's like, no, like, you need more for yourself. And then I always saw him as a mentor to me, because I never thought of myself as being somebody or something. For real,
Yeah.
really and truly.
Yeah.
So I give him everything, man.
And that's amazing to have something like that.
Yeah.
Because for me, I didn't have that for two reasons. Having babies when I'm fucking 18, right? So I mean, y'all know it. Hanging out, where you at, what we doing, where we going. It's like, hey, I got a fucking baby coming. I'm out. So, and for me, I always feel like a piece of shit friend because I bounced out. And you're like, oh no, you had responsibilities, you had shit you had to do. So, but even then, growing up to that point, my dad wasn't, I would say if I had a mentor, it'd be my dad. But even then, it wasn't that, because it was like, you have to provide for yourself. There was lessons learned more so, but I was never told that you could be more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? My dad, even to this day, will say, you're my pride and joy. But for me, it's more of a birthright than me doing anything spectacular in my life. And I'm going to say that, and it's going to sound shitty to the rest of my family and everybody else, but when I was a medical sales rep, in my mind, I'm like, damn, I fucking made it. This is a good job. You have to have an education. I did all this without an education.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 years experience, and I'm going, making money. And my dad was like, well, you can still get you a good job. And I'm like, do you know how much money I'm fucking making? Like, I knew how much money my dad was making, and it took him, 15, 16 years to get a promotion, become a supervisor, to make $40,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, when I found out what he was making, I was like, it wasn't a mentor thing. It was like, it's a competition thing for me. I'm going to make more than my dad's making, because if I make less than that, we're poor. I'm not going to do that to my family or my kids growing up. And we did that. And I got to that point at a very young age. I was making more money than him. So it's not a mentor thing. It was a competition thing. And then I made more money. I made more money. I made more money. And then I'm in reverse now. I'm making less. I'm working twice as much, if not 4 times as much as what I've ever worked before in my life, because of the fact that I'm not making as much as I used to. Now, I can get another job. I can, find some side shit, some hustle shit, whatever the case may be. But my thing was always the balance aspect. I didn't miss very many games for my kids, and I think that means more to my kids now.
No, yeah.
Looking back at it, I can pick, on both of my hands, if not one of my hands, that I can, like, I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. You know what I mean?
All 3 kids.
Of all 3 fucking kids.
Yeah.
Of all 3 fucking kids, I didn't miss that many games, And even when they were out of town and I really couldn't make it, I would run my ass out of town to try to make, one of them games, or 2. But it was actually whenever I get into the senior year, when I'm having to do what I'm doing now, that I was actually missing more games in the season. But I was showing up as much as I could, or I'd stop because I was in the same area working, that I could actually see, my kids' games. But I didn't have the mentor. I just had to grind.
Yeah.
To get to where I am now. And
But there was no one you looked up to?
but there was no. I had nobody to look up to. Like, again, it was me for me. It was more of a competition.
With your dad?
With my dad, because I was the only other person that was above me. But like we say, I want my kid to do better than me. So he wanted me to do better. But there was and I had teachers, I had coaches, I had people that I looked for as a mentor. And I've said it maybe before. my mom wasn't as supportive as most moms are as a Mexican mom. You know, there's trauma there that I fight with her, you know, that it's like, oh, well, you're supposed to have, you know, so when my kids have that relationship that I wanted with my mom, I don't have that, but I have it with my dad. But I'm really the only one that has that relationship with my dad. You know what I mean?
Would you say the trauma and the relationship with your mom is in a way a mentor or motivation for your kids to have a better relationship with your wife, with their mom?
They don't have that knowledge of what I've.
No, but you have that knowledge.
But I have that
But you
knowledge.
made that relationship happen, is what I'm saying.
I think so because, well, my relationship with my daughter is because of the relationship that my wife didn't have with her with her dad. She's got two dads.
But that's what I'm saying, vice versa.
Right. So on
With
the
you
other
and your
side
mom.
of that, it's like, dad, me, is we're scared of dad. We don't want to disappoint dad. And I'm like, I just want the fucking best for y'all. Y'all will never disappoint me. Fuck up so I can help you get better, even
Yeah.
though I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, dad doesn't know what's going on, but dad's gonna help you get to where you need to get or where you
for
want
sure.
to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mom's gonna help you and be open and honest and teach you what you need to teach, you know, what she needs to teach you. But yeah, like,
Shouldn't be the nurturer. Yeah.
yes, you know, but I don't regret anything, you know. And I'm coming. We were on the way up here. I was like, you know, my sister posted something stupid on Facebook, and it's just like, it's kind of like what's again, shout out something that he said that where we have to go through adversity to become who we are. Without the trauma and the pain and the anxiety that I'm realizing when I said, I don't know what anxiety is. I don't know what depression is. I don't know what all this, you know, stuff
No,
is.
yeah, for sure.
I didn't know what it was because we didn't have time for that shit.
No one ever taught us.
Nobody taught us that.
But we
And
didn't
that's
know
the
what it
thing.
was.
Because we didn't know what it was. Because they didn't know what it was. One of the deals that I posted on the group Instagram chat was with that guy talking about, you know, the dad just worked or grandpa worked, dad endured. I'm going to be better for, you know, my position is not to be better. My position is to endure so that my kids can prosper and be better because that's where I'm at. Because I had the head on my shoulders. We could have gone to Arizona. We could have gotten an education. I could have, you know, been an architect, you know, right now. I may not even be here talking to anybody right now. But at the same time, I may not have my two other kids. I may not have the structure of my family or the wholesomeness or the strongness of my family because we're going through it just like everybody else. But the strength that I have between me and my wife and our marriage, fuck the money, fuck the time, fuck everything else.
People have billions of dollars and they don't even have
they're
what
not
you
happy.
have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I listened to, what's his name? Theo Von.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's funny is you got me on to some of the comedians and listen to their podcast. And I thought, man, I'm gonna listen to all these podcasts and I'm gonna laugh.
They're deep.
From comedians.
They're fucking
They're
deep.
deep as fuck. The hearts and the souls that are broken the most are these people that make us laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because the last one I listened to was the Mark Cuban. And this motherfucker, if I ever become rich, that's who I'm gonna be. Because he said, I was happy when I was broke. Things are just easier now that I'm rich.
That's the thing that I don't understand about billionaires. Because I'm like, you made it. Stop working.
Stop working.
That's me.
Yeah.
But I don't live in their shoes. I don't understand that. Like they're hungry for more.
Yeah. And
And
his
in
thing,
my opinion, I'm like, you won. Stop.
You're done.
Like you
Yeah.
made it.
Like
Yeah.
my number, I told my wife, I said, if we get $10 million from somewhere, from somebody, from anything, I'm done.
Yeah, and then you
I'm
get
out.
10 million and you want 10 more.
No,
You know
fuck
what I
that.
mean?
No, me and her, we're done.
No, you don't know that until you
No,
get
I do
10
know that
million.
shit. I challenge somebody, motherfucker, to give me $10 million right here, right now, to see that I'm fucking gone.
You don't know that
If you
until
give
you
him 10
get.
mil, give me 10 mil.
Yes.
Hey, I know,
this together.
We gonna, it's a challenge.
Yes.
I know my wife. I'm
Mark
gonna need
Cuban,
20.
if you're listening.
I'm gonna need 20.
32.
But the thing
Anybody
is
giving millions away.
Who the fuck's giving millions away?
We're about to find out.
yeah,
Mark Cuban?
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Because he's like, I was happy and I was broke. I love my family, and he sold the Mavs. He still has a piece of this, and he was like, yeah, people would like cold email
He
me.
bought a whole fucking city, bro.
Yes.
You know he took care of his employees, right?
Yeah. But here's the deal. He bought the city and still doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So I've got to come up with the idea to email him to say, hey, this is what you should do with your city. And if it works, he's going to give me fucking money. You know what I mean? Because that's what he's done with other people.
And you're gonna want more money.
Hey, send an email from
not-
my phone.
Hey, hey, you heard it here. It's gonna be a casino.
'Cause I don't think he wants to do that shit. But
No, he does.
does he?
Because the person that he
yeah,
sold
because
it
he
to,
wants to go into sports betting.
the person that he sold the Mavs to is the biggest casino mogul,
And he's gonna be
and they're gonna pass.
a key to get the pass for
Yes.
the green light for sports
and
betting.
then the Dallas Mavericks are gonna move over there.
Okay. Because but the whole thing with him is he's slowing down because his kids are teenagers. He's like, I missed birthdays. He's like, when I was taping for Shark, this, and he's like, I missed my kid's birthday because we do it at the beginning of this time and this time. He's like, so now it's like I've missed out. Well, I didn't miss out. I was there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like to hear him say, I missed out on birthdays. I've told my kids, I was like, I don't care where I'm at or where you're at. You're going to have a fucking cake and you're going to have ice cream. Because growing up, sometimes we didn't even get that shit. I remember 2 birthdays growing up.
Yeah.
So, and I've got 2 kids in December. So how fucked up is that? You know what I mean? My sister grew up. She's like, I only had enough money to get you a present, so this is present for Christmas and your birthday. And I was like, man, that's fucked up.
That sucks.
I was like, she didn't ask when to be born. I got 2 motherfuckers. I was like, you know what? If you may not get nothing, but you're gonna get a gift, you're gonna get a cake, you're gonna get ice cream, we're gonna have your birthday, and then you're gonna get another present for actual Christmas. You may not get anything else, but you're gonna get at least
for
that.
sure, yeah.
Because you didn't ask. It's whatever. Go back 9 months. Birthday, spring break babies. Yeah, I think it's spring break babies. We like to fuck off spring breaks.
Leprechaun babies.
But
St. Patrick's Day.
but that was my deal. It was like I didn't have that opportunity to have a mentor because it was like you got to work, you got to save, you got to put you got to pay your bills. Don't get your light shut off. Don't get welfare. Don't get any extra help.
Yeah.
It's you're not gonna you're less than if you do
because
that.
of this guy Andrew. I always talk to Isaiah's friends and any young guys, like even the young guys that are like in my department and they're like young. They're like 25, 26. I'm like, bro, don't let this job be it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're making great money, but don't let it be it. Like you can be a CEO somewhere. You're 25 years old, bro.
Yeah.
Like you have this knowledge, get 10 more years of this knowledge and like apply that to somewhere else. Like you can go be a fucking CEO of another electric company when you're like 40. I always gas him up because he fucking did that for
Because
me,
he did
bro.
that. Yeah.
Like
See,
I'm going to school not knowing what the fuck I'm going to do, but I'm going to school to please my dad.
Okay.
And my dad's not coaching me on to like want more. Like
Yeah.
he's just expecting it out of me.
Yeah.
Like you said, there was no one for you. Well, this guy was for me and he was
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, like you need to want more. And I'm like, what? Like I'm going to school.
And I think that's what
I just thought I finished school and this shit's going
and
to
you're done.
happen
Yeah.
for me.
And that's what your dad was. Your dad's like, I don't know where the opportunity is. Because when my kids signed up for school, I couldn't help them. I didn't know what to fucking do. If I had the experience, I could show them, hey, y'all need to do this. Now, for you, you did the same thing. You learned, but your dad saw further and said, I can't give him anything, but maybe if I put him in a situation where he's out that somebody in the school or because somebody that he's talking to that says, hey, I'm going to school, then that's where Andrew comes in and says, "Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where you at?
For real.
So,
Yeah.
so he placed you into that position of opportunity, like you were talking about earlier,
Yes.
and you were able to snatch up on that opportunity.
Yeah, because I owe it all to him, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you don't have to go to college to make money." You don't.
No.
But what college does for you, it opens up some doors and people. You cannot get jobs without a network.
Right.
And Andrew was the network.
Yes.
He was like, "Oh, you want to be my receptionist?" And you're the receptionist. You want, hey, bro, there's a job that's about to open up. You need to apply for that, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the one that's going to be your reference. And then you get that job. And then you're like, "Hey, bro," and he always knows the inside because he's on the inside, and that's how your trampoline happened to how you got to where you're at. Simply because, yeah, he was your mentor, but he was your network. And you need a network. You need to know people because you can be the most talented motherfucker, but if you don't know who's hiring you,
Yeah.
it's highly unlikely they're going to hire you.
My only regret with him is I never told him his value and his worth to me. And like I can't because he's moved off and we've lost touch and we've lost communication with each other. And I always regret never telling him, like, for whatever it's worth to him, like, bro,
Thank you.
I am who I am because of you. Because I was just going to school to please my dad. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I graduated and shit's just going to happen for me. I had no fucking clue. Zero. And he was like, "No, dude, you got to want more. You got to do this." And then I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then he opened my eyes like, "Oh, shit, I do want more. Oh, shit, I can get more. Oh, shit, I am worth more.
Yeah.
I'm not just going through the motion." And it was his teachings, his conversations that just fucking woke me up to that shit. But when I was at South Plains and I finally fell into a full-time role into my career, he bounced, and then that was it. It was just like we lost touch.
People
after
are
that.
put in your life for a moment.
For a reason.
Yeah. And to kind of go back to it, catching up and getting back with everybody. I'm like, oh, I like what you do. Oh, I like what your wife does. You know, I like what Puga does. I like what Eric does, you know, and I'm like, what do I want to fucking do? I don't know. But again, going back to these comedic podcasts, he had somebody, it was actually Bobby Lee, the yellow belly, the tiger one, right? And it's like, they're so fucking stupid. But the comedian that was on there, and I don't even know his name, he's only been there for 3 years. He's doing these arenas, and he's like, man.
Oh, Matt Rife?
That's a black guy.
Oh, yeah.
But
he's on Kill Tony a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he says, man, one day I sat down and I prayed and I said.
He collects rocks.
Does he really?
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, but he said, I prayed. He goes, I prayed
Cam
to God.
Patterson. That's his name.
Maybe.
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
he's on Kill Tony a lot.
Okay.
Anyways, sorry.
He said, no, you're good. He said, I prayed for God to open my eyes to my passion. I don't know what my passion is, but I know there's something more for me out there. You know what I mean? So I was like, the epiphany of it I had is like, my prayers were never prayers of give me. I want. My prayers, everybody in the world is praying to God for what they want. And I'm like, I don't want to be another fucking, what is it? What's that movie with Bruce, or not, Bruce Almighty. I don't want to be another fucking email that comes in and says, hey, I want this, I want that, I want this. I was like, you know what? When I feel good about something that's going on that I know I don't deserve, I'm going to give God thanks.
But Paul, here's the deal, bro.
But listen, let me finish first. Is I'm just going to give thanks and I'm not going to pray for what I want because I've always felt unworthy to pray for what I want. Mm-hmm. But when this comedian
we've had this conversation
said
before.
yes, and he says, I didn't know what I wanted, but give me my passion. I need my passion. That's what I'm asking for now. I want to pray for my passion. Give me the due diligence to know and understand what it is that I was put on this earth to do. Because at the moment, I've always felt that I'm dad. I'm going to provide, and I'm going to give the opportunity for my kids to go. And as long as my kids don't squander that, I'm okay. But when I feel my kids are squandering it, then I have an issue and I get the tension in my neck. You know?
What drives me nuts about you, bro, is I know you're a great fucking person, but when we talk and when we have deep conversations, I know that you see yourself as less than, which is in a way that I don't see you, right?
Yeah.
But I also think that maybe us being boys, getting tight again, and you fucking getting to be tight with someone, maybe this is all for a reason, because this is gonna roll the snowball down the hill to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to just elaborate real quickly, and this is something that Adrian didn't understand when we were talking in Mexico. We talked about how I don't pray for this podcast to be successful, and you got it. You were the first person to ever understand it, because I was like, I have so much blessings in my life that I feel selfish to ask God to have this podcast be successful. And you're like, oh, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then when I talked to Adrian, and Adrian's like, bro, like, you need to pray on your podcast, and you need to pray that whatever you're talking about and your topics reach people, and that it's, and I was like, dude, I never thought of it like that, because I thought I was going to be a selfish asshole to ask God to bless this podcast to be greater than what it, what it is. So that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So I think that everything happens for a reason.
Right.
And I think that your quote unquote blessings, it's not always on your time. It's God's time.
And that's the other thing is like, I'm a control freak. I'm gonna drive, like I can't fly a fucking plane. But if I learned how to fly a plane and I could afford it, I would fly the fucking plane and we'd go on vacation. But I just can't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's more of a means thing than it is anything else. You know, but if I had the means to do it, where y'all going? I'll fly y'all motherfuckers there. You know?
I can't pay you right now. I can put some on it.
Hey, do you got a? Can we go to Florida?
But yeah, no, it's.
I don't know if we want to go there right now.
No, not right now.
We're not Tampa, but we go to the other side.
Yeah.
Hey, Miami's still cool.
Yeah, Miami's still chill.
Miami's still it's its own island right here.
So I'm learning to pray for things that I want.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Because you're due. The Bible says, "Ask in His name, and you shall receive, bro."
Yeah, and
in His own time, though.
Yeah, you know, and so the hard part is giving up the control so that I can be a better man of God, so I can teach my wife to be a better woman of God, to follow me so she can lead my kids, because I'm not gonna lead my kids. My kids are gonna follow my wife, because that's the way it is now. My kids follow my wife. But if I can guide my wife into the direction that we need to go to, everything's gonna flow and everything's gonna be great. And man, I'm so fucking blessed. I know we all have kids and everybody's kid's good, and you know, mijo this and mijo that, but you know, I'm almost 21, almost 23, almost 25. And not that, you know, having grandkids is a bad thing. You know, whether, because I had my kids out of wedlock, you know, but none of my kids, you know, they're focused on what they want to do more so than fucking around, and nobody's been in jail. Nobody's, you know, fucking around. Nobody's doing shit. They all have their own trauma that we're opening each other's selves to.
But I'm glad that you see that.
I do.
And I'm glad that you can
I
recognize
appreciate
that
Yeah.
when you feel like you're going without, or
Yeah.
you feel like you're less than.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if it's good dad or a bad dad.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck Mark Cuban says about money.
Right.
he can't fucking say he's on one hand. He can count how many fucking games he's missed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
And that means a lot, bro.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't tell you how much effort I would have put forth into all my doings if my parents just showed up for me. But they were
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, my parents ain't going to this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, they're working.
Yeah. And my dad was working, and he'd show up when he could.
But
you
you
know.
get what I'm saying.
But I
like,
do.
I'm not knocking
100%.
my
No,
parents.
no.
But if they showed up for me, how much more effort would I have put? Fuck, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
Eric, would you say you looked up to anyone, or did you have a mentor?
You know, while we've been talking this entire time, I don't know if I really necessarily looked up to somebody. I was just almost a lost soul trying to figure out what to do next. But if somebody taught me pretty much as far as physical activities, and when I say physical activity, I'm not talking about lifting weights and shit. I'm talking about fucking driving tractors and doing blue collar outside work, would be my uncle, which would be Francisco's brother or father-in-law. And he passed away before my dad did, and he wasn't supposed to, but he did. But that guy taught me more stuff than anybody else ever taught me. And some of it was because my dad woke me up one day. He was like, hey, we're going to go work today. And you clock in at 8 o'clock. And I was like, what the fuck? So I literally started paying Social Security in 1997.
God dang, bro. Like 8th grade?
I had a fucking job.
Yeah.
A real job. And they told me to lie about my age too, right? Which is fine. It's not like, oh man, I can't believe they did that to me. But I was doing some grown-ass man shit. And I didn't know none of it. I knew zero of it. But the opportunities in me, they're like, hey, you know how to do this? I'm like, yeah, it would be either a yes or a no. And if I gave them a no, it was like, it's just like this, blah, 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 and go do it. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. Dude, I fucking was driving a tractor with a bucket, picking up cow fucking shit when I was 16 years old. Dude, I hadn't even driven a real vehicle yet. But I'm fucking driving a fucking tractor, like one of those fucking Caterpillar tractors.
Yeah.
I drove that. That was my job.
Based off of like a 30-second lesson.
30 seconds.
If that.
Maybe it was
If
30.
that,
I think it was
yeah.
30, like this does this, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Go pick up all that cow shit over there. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then here I am, blah, 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 blah. Fucking skinning the shit out of the fucking asphalt with the fucking bucket. But by lunchtime, I had that motherfucker down, bro. And backing up trailers, like, you know, a boat trailer, that type of trailer. Dude, I can fucking do. I've been doing that since I was 15 years old, man. And it's like, and so the person that taught me that was my Theo Jr. He was no nonsense. He was a pain in the fucking ass, dude. He was just like your fucking dad, dude. He fucking. Any second he could, he was gonna roast the fucking shit out of you for no fucking reason, and he was gonna talk to you like you're the fucking biggest retard on fucking earth, right? And so I think a lot of my personality is because of that dude. I don't like getting roasted. Nobody likes getting roasted.
No,
like
for sure.
Like you're gonna get fucking roasted. Like for what? And so I would do shit a certain way, just so he wouldn't fucking tell me that, oh, you're fucking gay, you're fucking stupid, hey, fatso, you know, whatever the fuck you. I got that. I was like, motherfucker, I'm a fit motherfucker. Yeah. I weigh 250 pounds. I'm a strong mother. He said, you're still a fucking fatso. Like, I don't give a shit. and I'm like, what the
Sound like my cousin.
fuck? And you're a pussy. You're a retard. You're whatever. And so I'm like, God damn. So just not to be called dames, you would do everything.
That was his way of motivating you, though.
Dude, if you cut yourself and you're like, oh, I cut myself, he was like, man, that shit is a fucking sissy cut. Dude, that was the first, I heard a sissy cut when I was like 6 years old. That's a sissy cut. And I was like, God damn, this motherfucker is dripping off my fucking arm right here. Right? It's like, it's a sissy cut, dude. Like, it's going to heal. Like, you're a fucking sissy, right?
Like, I think I need stitches.
And so, for the most part, my almost my entire being is because of him. And I can't tell you that I liked him. I cannot tell you that I liked him at all, but he taught me how to work. He was the supervisor of the fairgrounds. And so one of my perks about being his nephew is that I had direct access to the fairgrounds whenever I felt like it. So the fair can be happening. Dude, I don't even go to the fair anymore because I grew up at the fair.
Yeah.
I am the fair.
You're
know that
fared out.
I'm fared out. Dude,
Yeah.
I used to park inside of the fair when the fair was happening. And so nothing excites me. We were so fucking good at
You
all
had
the
enough
games.
fucking corn dog and
The
cheese sticks.
corn. I mean, dude, like I can go and buy them, but if I just went to his house, which was at the fair, he's gonna have the corn dogs.
Yeah.
He's gonna have the fried cheese. He's gonna have funnel cakes all on his table because all the vendors would give it to him. Turkey legs, and then he would give us free tickets to get on all the rides. I've been on every single ride you can think of. So many times I can't even tell you how many times I've been on the rides.
It was such a job that it wasn't even fun. The fun time wasn't even fun.
No, we did it so much. It was like doing heroin,
Yeah.
and like after a while, heroin ain't fun no more.
Yeah, it ain't
right?
fun. Yeah,
and so and you're like, fuck this shit. So and then we started working at the fair. We were like almost carnies, and I can't say that we scammed people, but people want to be scammed at the fair. They want to pay up for something. Mm-hmm. And so I remember one time he hooked us up with his the airbrush T-shirt guy that was over there by the cattle barn, right? I worked for that dude, and dude, he paid us nicely, but we made him a shit ton of money. He taught us like this is what you do, blah 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 blah, and not that we were scanning people, I misunderstood what he was telling me. And so I started overcharging for people, and they were like, yeah, that's fine. And I never could understand it because those fucking T-shirts are so fucking tacky, right? Who the fuck wears airbrush T-shirts?
Por vida.
Mónica los boys, ¿qué? Putos y putas.
Por vida.
Por vida.
All those rancheras and hood chicks.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I married a hood chick. Watch out.
I married a ranchera. So those shirts were stupid to me. Even though I was selling them, like I was making money selling those shirts. I always thought to myself, like he would airbrush a shirt for me if I wanted one, and I told him I was like, nah, I'm good. He goes like, no, it's for free. I said, I know, and then he's like, no, like just get you one. I go, I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but I don't like those shirts. They're like, and I didn't say tacky, but that's what I was trying to say. Like those things are tacky, right? And he was like, he looked at me, he was like, for real? I go, yeah, I told you I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings, but I don't like those. They're like so ghetto or whatever. I don't
They're so
want
ghetto.
I don't want the shirt, right? And he was like, God damn, all right. Well, I see that you're being honest or whatever. I was like, that's why I don't want one, dude. I goes, I don't mind selling them, and I pray to God that everybody buys these things. I go, but that's not me. And he was like, oh, okay, all right. And he goes, I didn't know my shirts were ghetto or tacky or whatever, right?
Look at the motherfuckers that are buying them.
Look at the motherfuckers that a whole family spent $500 on some dumbass shirts, right?
In memory.
in memory.
But one year we made him a shit. He told us it was the most money that he had ever made at any fair his entire career.
And y'all got kickbacks from that?
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
Oh,
we got
okay.
kickbacks. Like he paid us extra. Like he paid us double of what he was offering to begin with. And he said he goes the state fair, the Texas State Fair is the biggest one. That's where I make the most of my money. He goes, I made more money in Lubbock, Texas than I made in Dallas at the state fair.
Damn.
And he was just like over the moon about making $36K in that 1 week, right? And I don't know how much is a lot, right? But $36K back in
Seems like a lot, yeah.
1999 was a shit ton, right? And I'm like, God damn. He's like, here's 1,700, here's 2,200, here's 3,000. Like he's paying us out depending on our hours or whatever. And I got the least amount, which was fine or whatever. But and I worked the least amount of hours, and then he fed us Coronas, right?
Oh shit.
And so we're 17 years old. Where I was 17, I was still in high school.
Yeah, you had a blast.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm over there hanging out with all the meth head carnies and shit. But we're having a fucking
missing
good
teeth motherfuckers.
Yeah. Dude, I swear to fucking shit. Some dude comes up to the booth and he was like, "How'd you do?" And the airbrush guy was like, "Man, it's the fucking best week I've ever had in my entire life." He goes, "For real?" He's like, "Damn, good for you, man. I'm so happy for you." He goes, "If it's not inappropriate, how much did you make?" He goes, I brought in 36. He goes, 36K? He goes, "Man, that's excellent." He goes, "Man, I'm happy for you." He goes, "How'd you do?" He goes, "Man," he goes, "I did great too." He goes, "I did phenomenal." And he goes, "Well, can I ask you how much you made?" He goes, "I made 86.
Motherfucker.
Selling fucking lemonade, bro.
Damn.
Lemonade. That motherfucker made 86. He goes, by Wednesday, he goes, I had to go to Sam's and go buy more product because I was sold out already. And he goes, but he made 86K selling fucking lemonade, bro.
And correct
It's
me
not
if
even the
I'm
full
wrong.
week.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That's all volunteer, right?
Bro.
Like you don't pay. Yeah, you don't pay the fucking people working that shit. That's
That
fucking
motherfucker
nuts.
is your own dispenser.
Yeah.
Like,
For volunteers for the lemonade.
That dude sold coke.
Fuck, dude.
these were the barrels. The barrel that
Oh, like the root beer.
yes.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
was a barrel. So I don't know how it happened, but you get a cup, I guess, and you fill
And you
it
go
up.
to the barrel.
Yeah,
I
and you
remember
fill
that
it up.
because they used to have the root beer like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so 86 fucking K, bro. Selling lemonade. And there was like 3 ingredients. There was sugar cane,
Water.
the mix,
And lemonade.
and
Yeah, because you know it wasn't
It ain't
real. It was a
lemonade.
fucking
It's
country
Minute Maid. It's a
time.
Minute Maid country time
Yeah.
shit.
and
yeah.
it cost $9 back in 1998, 99, somewhere around that range. And then when you finished that motherfucker, it made you thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had to go back and go get
get
another
some more.
one.
That's crazy, bro. Just makes you think like we're in the wrong fucking business, bro. Like,
But, you know,
and then we're laughing at carnies. They're making way more than us and shit. Like, yeah.
So I kind of got off of the whole topic because that story
but
got tiggered.
I mean,
but my uncle, he was the one that taught me that you can do anything, because that motherfucker made money for no fucking reason, right? He always made money. Selling cans, fucking his job, he's doing this, he's doing that. I remember he used to be the personal assistant to one of the most influential people to this town, because he was driving around in a rich neighborhood, saw a fucking phenomenal ass house, knocked on the door, and he answered, and he was like, "Hey, I noticed that your lawn doesn't look great. Can I cut your grass for you?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course." So he cut his grass. And then that dude asked him, "Hey, I'm so busy at work. can you service my car? Can you take it to Alderson Cadillac and get it serviced? I can't take it. And he was like, yeah, of course. And then he was like, hey, can you drop me off at the airport? I need to go to California for work.
Some random guy that just
Random
knocked on his door.
motherfucker. And I'm going to tell you, when he knocked on that door and 15 years later, he's the one that gave me the job at Covenant.
Fucking divine intervention, bro.
He was the CEO of Covenant. And I actually truly love that man. Still to this day, I haven't seen him in 20 years, but that guy, I was in his house, dude. What a magnificent house he had. And I asked, I was like, what does he do? And he was like, I don't know. He does something big at the hospital. Who knows what he fucking does? Dude, he had a fucking garden inside. Like, you walk into his house and it had fucking, like, it was like a greenhouse. And he had fucking plants fucking growing in the foyer of his house. And he lived there by himself.
God damn.
Damn. Does he need a boyfriend? I ain't gay, but I tried.
And so
I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is.
There's a couple of things I can remember when we were at his house. And first off, his refrigerator always had the little short glass bottle Cokes, right? And I was like, can I get one of those? He's like, I ain't gonna fucking finish them. Like, that's what my uncle would say, right? Just take whatever the fuck you feel like. And I was like, dude, fucking phenomenal ass Cokes, right? And then my cousin opened up the drawer underneath where the microwave was at. He goes, look at this shit. Dude, I swear hundreds of gift cards to everywhere in town. Like, and he was like, oh, that one has 100, that one has 200, that one. It's like, it's so embarrassing for such a wealthy person to use a gift card. He will never use them.
He just threw them in a stockpile.
Just threw them in there. And then occasionally, like, my cousin would grab one or two or whatever. He's like, he ain't going to miss it or whatever. And really, he wasn't going to miss it because he was never going to use it at all.
Fuck, dude.
And that was the first time I encountered someone that was so fucking rich, I couldn't even fathom the life that dude was living. Like, it was so ridiculous.
Like gift baskets that have gift cards, like, let's just say $500. And he's just throwing it in a fucking drawer.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, whatever. I'm not ever gonna use that. I'm just gonna pay cash like I always do because I'm fucking rich.
Because I'm rich.
And that dude was so fucking phenomenal, so nice and polite to me always. He could be. He always wear these fucking expensive ass suits, and he had all these suits around him. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he was like that. And he was like, "Hey, how are you doing today?" Blah blah blah. Whatever.
he made time for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always. And so I always appreciated that guy, but I would have never known him if it wasn't for
your uncle.
That dude cut his grass. He became his personal assistant.
Yeah.
So I have a tia that her job is to clean houses. Like, she retired from a actual job, and then she asked him, can I clean your house? Like, I'm looking for like a little side gig. And he was like, of course you can. I've been looking for a housekeeper. So she would clean his house. And then he was like, hey, I have a friend that needs a housekeeper. Can you clean their house too? She was like, yeah, sure. Tell them there's going to be this much. And they're like, yeah, that's perfect. That's fine. And now she has an entire created business because of that one guy too.
That's insane.
Because her husband knocked on the door.
Divine intervention, bro.
And that shit right there, like, oh, and I would go, like I said, I would go to his house. I cut his grass too. I fucking pulled weeds. Like, I didn't want to do that shit when I was 9, 10 years old, but after a while, you're like, oh shit, like, this is a fucking almost a privilege. like
knocking on his door was like several lifestyle changes.
Yes.
Just knocking on his door.
At least 3 different people got their life in a certain direction because of that one person. Because of that guy.
Which is why I always talk to young people and I always gas them up.
You have to.
Because I'm like, bro, you need to want more for yourself.
Yes.
Like,
and you need to meet
because
people.
it was done for me.
Because you can interact with me, and I don't own shit, but I might know somebody that owns some shit.
Yeah.
And I can push you towards that direction. If I honestly meet somebody that almost naturally fits in certain criterias, I push them towards certain directions that someone else could help them because they need to be successful. And I know I can't do it, but I know someone else that could for them.
Yeah.
And so if you ever have a kid that has some type of ambition, I want to know them because I can guide them into a direction where they can be successful. And it ain't because of me, it's because people I've met.
Yeah. But it's because of you. You know what I mean?
It's because of my uncle.
Yeah, but because of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short on that. Yeah, it is because of you, but it's also because of the people you know, but it's because of you.
Yeah.
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 Fuck, dude. That's a badass story, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
God dang. Well, top that off, Adrian. You got any mentors or people you looked up to? Thanks,
Fuck,
Eric.
no. Thanks a lot,
I know you should
asshole.
ask me first.
And there's a couple people, just early age. My grandpa taught me dude. He had me smashing cans. He built a fucking can
little-
smashing machine, bro.
Hell yeah.
I had to put my foot on that motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fucking on my knees. Leg day.
Late day.
Now that's why I skip it all the time.
hey, the other day at the football game, and I was drinking a beer, right? And I put it on the floor because I was done, and I just put my foot on it, and it went, right? And I don't have to fucking smash. I just have to put my foot, and it fucking smashes. So Alex thought she could do that, right? She fucked up that whole entire bottle of the fucking can flies and shit. Didn't even get crushed. And she was like, "Oh, you made it look so easy." And I was like, "I have a fucking heavy ass leg. Like, don't do that again, please." All right, finish.
Yeah, man. Grandpa at an early age taught me fucking. That's what you gotta do to work hard. You know what I'm saying? You have to work hard no matter what. So he put me through that work hard stage, and I'm gonna keep it short. That's what my grandpa did. That's what I remember him doing to me, or showing me, like this is how we're gonna. You know, you gotta work hard no matter what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I had the mentality to be pretty much the best. Any test you put in front of me, bro, I'm gonna try to be the best in any job, right? And then I gotta reach out to family because the family side showed me how you should be. Like my cousin Bob, like this motherfucker hardcore, bro. Like we're gonna toughen your ass up. We talking about Smear the Queer in his fucking little small ass bedroom, fucking big ass. Remember the big ass speakers he used to have with
Yeah.
the big ass stereos? I mean, fucking slamming my ass, bro, against those speakers. Smear the Queer, bro. You remember that?
No,
fucking game?
yeah.
And usually you play it outside. Nah, motherfucker, we
No,
gonna
we can
play
play
it
it
right
inside.
here. You ain't got nowhere to run. So it was just that, man. And him and even my cousin Mike DeLeon, man. He just seeing them going up to the shit that they did. pushing
Shout
that
out
shit
Michael
onto us.
DeLeon, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that guy, man. I don't know him, but I know him.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
what
I love
get his
that
ass
guy.
whenever he comes in, because he's a driver, right? Whenever he
Yeah.
comes his ass into Lubbock, get his ass over
I would
there.
really love to have him on my show.
And his brothers also, man. You know, especially Steve. We're taught that hardcore shit, bro. You ain't gonna be no pussy. But you're gonna be hardcore. And it's not to say you're gonna be the baddest motherfucker, but you're gonna be able to defend yourself. You're not gonna be a pushover, right?
Adrian, would you think that's a blessing? Because the reason why I say that is because how old were you when Ramiro came into the picture?
10.
So, like, they showed you what it's like to be a boy and a man.
Yeah. and
Early.
early, bro,
Yeah.
early, and it was tough, man, because he didn't hold back, and I love Bob to this day, but he did not hold back, man. He boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom,
yeah.
powered your ass into it. He's like, you're gonna cry, you're gonna get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, that was a more. It was more. I wouldn't say like a mentor, but it was just like that. That's like teaching me how the fuck,
No, yeah.
you ain't gonna be no bitch in this family, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, man.
No, bro, that's your shit, and that's badass because I really think that's probably more of a blessing than anything because, like, bro, you had nothing but women in your life.
Yeah.
Like, you could have easily
Yeah.
been soft as shit.
He said
not,
fruit.
I'm not going that
Same but
fruit
different.
route. You know what I mean? But you could have been real soft.
Could have been fruit
Yeah.
salad.
Yeah.
No, but I had. But
You
we
could have
had-
been tossing salad.
Right?
It'd have been ambrosia salad with that coconut.
We had too many. It's good. We had too many guys at the time, like guy cousins. You know what I mean? Like me and the Piggy Boys, Gabriel, Nicholas, Fabian. You know, we had too many guys in the tour. It was like, you motherfuckers y'all gonna
Yeah.
man up.
Yeah,
And Bob was he started it off, and then
it's a rough crowd too.
boy, yeah, Bob and Mike, man. They grew up in those. So you remember when he had the lockouts in high school? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the motherfuckers were the ones fucking it all up and fighting.
That's
and
why.
shit
That's
like
why
that.
the lockouts were happening.
Yeah.
They were locking motherfuckers
like-
out like them.
Hey, and so we were kids of
them
the
motherfuckers
'90s.
out.
They were kids of the '80s.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking generation is the whole reason why us '90s
Yes.
people are who we are.
Yeah.
Because God damn it, those motherfuckers were so fucking
Yeah.
ruthless to us, and it's not that I regret any of them, but goddamn, like to survive,
Yeah.
you had to be.
And it was all hands back then.
dude, bro.
Well, that's
It wasn't no
why.
weapons back then.
no.
But that's why I credit all my personality to them 80s babies, which were all my uncles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I just wanted to be like my uncles, and they were fucking like hardcore, have fun people.
Yes.
And it was like, at whatever expense, whatever, we'll pay it. If it takes us to be grounded for months, we're gonna pay that to have
Yeah.
this epic time.
Yes.
And then I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are crazy. I want to be just like y'all.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you see that, and it's like that's the way you know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like you could see your other friends, but you see this growing up, and this is like, man, I love the way they're living. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I have no other
Bro,
choice because
they lived.
I can't cry because he just whooped my ass.
Oh, yeah.
If I cry, he's gonna kick my
He's
ass
gonna kick
even
your ass
more.
harder. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'm gonna have to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's something that Bob and Mike don't even know. You know, Mike, when he listens to this, he's not even gonna know that showed me like.
Like you molded your
Bro,
life for
like
yeah,
motherfucker.
fuck yeah.
But he's gonna know that because he taught his brothers that way too. Like Steven and Huddle, man, they know that because of fucking Mike. Mike was a hard ass dude too, man. You know what I mean? So it's,
Well, I remember being around you when we were young, and I remember Mike and your cousin Bob, and dude, they were hard.
Yeah.
They were
Bob's
fucking yeah.
Bob's a
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
one time, so excuse me, Jason had mouthed off to my cousin Bob one day, right? And I know Jay got under your skin a lot too. I know he did, and you told me to, so I know that. But he said the wrong shit to my cousin Bob. He's like, "You better get this motherfucker fired, this motherfucker out, man," because nobody knows Jay. Nobody knew Jay's like funny. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That was his funny, and nobody thought it was funny until they actually knew him. And when they knew him, they were like, "It's not funny."
This motherfucker is not.
This shit
It's
is
still not funny.
at all.
I know you're being funny, but it's not funny, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
funny. So it's like my cousin Bob was like, get this motherfucker out of my face, then I'm gonna fuck your friend up. And I was like, all right, Jay, it's time to go. We gotta go.
Womp womp.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was just that type of environment that I grew up on, and I wholeheartedly appreciate that shit, man, because without them, man.
Oh, I know, man. Like you'd be a different Adrian for real.
Yeah.
Because you're all the pins were lined up for you to be soft as fuck. For real.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah.
But you're
and,
not.
and those people were put in a spot. They're like, they probably even knew, like, man, we better fucking fuck with this motherfucker because
The
he's
first
gonna
time
be
they hit me, I cried.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Probably the 100th time they hit you, you cried still.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just, I mean, I would say those are my mentors.
Dude,
man.
nobody gets punked or checked anymore.
Not anymore.
And
I wish somebody would.
Oh my goodness.
I wish that would come back though.
Shit, it can't.
It's just those internet warriors
I
really
told you.
need their ass whooped,
It's time to
bro.
bring it back.
Like
Yeah.
they really think that
They
they
do.
can get by with just throwing
Bro.
shade, and they need their ass
Yeah,
whooped.
Bro.
see, I told
Yeah.
Paul.
So last week for the football game, I I'm in my normal season ticket spot, and unfortunately, people that sit around me are not the normal people that sit there every single week. So I had some Arizona State people, dude. The most annoying fucking group of people I've met in a long ass time.
Worse than Texas?
Worse than Oklahoma?
Oklahoma is just white trash that think they're related to Quanah Parker. UT, there's a whole bunch of
They walk with a bunch of
a whole bunch of rich entitled motherfuckers. These people seem like brats, like just little bratty ass people that think they can talk shit to whoever they fucking feel like, and like dorky bratty people, and like I was kind of like looking at them like, what the fuck, like. I've never seen this type of personality think that they can fucking talk shit to whoever the fuck they feel like. And then after a second or two, I was like, these motherfuckers never been checked before. And I'm like, what the fuck? So just yap, 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 yap. And then they'll turn around and look at you like, fuck you.
What are you
fucking
gonna do?
bitch.
What are you gonna say? Yeah.
So it's about halfway through the second quarter. I cannot take it anymore, right? And then I finally, and I cannot quote myself, but I said something along the lines. I go, dude, I turn your ass fucking around and shut the fuck up already, fucking
like they're
bitch.
saying something and then looking at y'all like for a response.
They're looking for a response.
And with their hands out. And like,
No
and
way,
these
bro.
are people that would never, ever say anything to anybody that was a perceived hard person, right?
Yeah.
In Lubbock, Texas, right? But these motherfuckers are fucking so like blatant, like turning around, fuck you, and they know damn well they've never been in a fight in their entire life, but they're like fuck you, dude. I couldn't fucking take it anymore, and I finally just fucking went off on these motherfuckers, right? And then like it was a whole group of them, right? I had zero fear for my life. Like these people did not
was a zero
present
threat.
any fear. And the shit that came out of
a
my
big
fucking
loop
mouth, it was pretty foul. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you fucking dumbass motherfucker, you fucking pussy ass bitch, whatever the fuck I
Mother's
said.
asshole's brown.
And then he was like, nuh-uh, and I was like, oh my fucking shit, dude. So I fucking just blew up on him, and then one of them was like, "You're just mad because we called you out," and I was like, "Bro," I said, "You didn't call a motherfucker out. Turn your fucking ass around and shut the fuck up, bitch." And we're watching a fucking football game. Shut the fuck up, man. And I couldn't hold it anymore, right? And so, all right, that whole incident went through, and then about 30 minutes later, they weren't saying one fucking word, right? And I leaned over to Alex, and I was like, they shut the fuck up, didn't they?
You're like, hey, babe, do you want a buzz ball?
I can get us two.
I'm gonna go get us 2 buzz balls.
And I really just couldn't
$66?
handle it anymore.
He's only at 3.
I could not handle it anymore.
So
Hell yeah.
as you guys know, y'all fucking listen to the show. I don't do shout outs anymore, bro.
Right.
I want to ask you what's your fucking message to end this podcast with.
My message?
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm proud of everybody. Like, even if you're failing, but you're out there trying, I'm okay with that. I would rather see you out there doing the best you can do and fuck it all up than just sit on your ass and do not a goddamn thing. And pardon that, because I'm trying to not to be that way or use the Lord name in vain, but like, do something. I don't know what I'm doing, and it'll go back to shit that I say over and over again. But I'm trying, and I think what I've done is that I've always just go forward, do what I got to do to make sure everybody's good around me, that I didn't allow myself to fail and look like a fuck up because I had to be successful or at least lead by example.
Yeah.
So now my new example is what I want it to be is that I'm going to try some things. I don't know when or what it's going to be. And I may fuck up and I may need some help because I don't like asking for help. But you can't lead by example to show your kids or your people around you that you want to be better, do better. But do it. That girl you've been looking at, if you're young, ask her out, Try. Yeah, she may say no, but she's already saying no anyways.
But you asked.
Mm-hmm. That new job that you weren't sure about, that new town you want to move to, I've always said, I know you love Lubbock, but I've always said I live in Lubbock, but I just can't get out. I'm always just trying to get out. And it's not that I want to get out, because when I'm gone, I got to come back home. You give me shit about drinking Lubbock water, and
I don't know how you do that, bro. I don't know how your teeth are still white, bro.
You still suck on that water hose?
I still suck on that water hose, player. But
even on
La Manguera.
Yeah, I drink it with them. But the thing is I go somewhere and I can't drink their water because their water tastes weird to me, and I'm just and it's just a mental thing. But because Lubbock is home for me, but go take that risk and fuck it all up so you can go and do it again.
Yeah.
And we're going to be successful. Those of us that are going to go out and that are going to try, we're going to be successful. Try. Just keep trying.
Even in your failure, you're successful.
Even in your failure, because even when my kids, hey, we got a game, we lost. I said, you know what? But you were out there and you did your best.
Yeah.
Because there were games when we won and you looked like shit.
And they heard about it.
And they heard a lot. We heard a lot. We got tapes to prove it.
Yeah.
But
if we won, we did not look like shit.
No. Yeah. Well, you may have looked like there was.
All four of those wins.
Yeah. That's my message. Is put yourself out there and risk it all when we have everything to risk. Or no, when we have everything to lose. Risk it all when you have everything to lose.
Or even nothing to lose.
Or nothing to lose.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
legit.
we're a culture, and when I say we, not everybody's we. Us panel right here, we came from a culture of there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So why not try?
Why not?
Yeah.
Try?
Why not try?
And I've always held back because I didn't want to look like a failure in front of my friends, in front of my family, in front of my wife. And I think it's time to be a failure. But I may not be.
You're not a failure, bro.
Nobody.
You're far from it.
If you give a fucking goddamn effort, there's no way that you're a failure.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't succeed,
It just sucks that your family man is not valued in currency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if it was, you'd be a billionaire too. But I want you to know that.
But there's a whole bunch of people that always look up to you, and it's not just your children either.
Yeah.
It's there's other people that always are like, oh shit, Paul, that motherfucker walks with his fucking shoulders back and with some authority, and you always are looked up to.
I guarantee you, bro, your kids' friends think that they are lucky.
They
I
got you.
guarantee you, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. It's hard to feel it.
No,
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
I know. I'm telling you. Like, I love hearing that. But like you said, we're our own worst critic. You know, it'll never be good enough, and I think that's also good. As much trauma as it may create, you know, in ourselves. Because if I get to a point where I'm like, oh, I'm satisfied. I'm not satisfied right now, but when I get to that point that I'm satisfied and I have that $10 million, and you got the 10, and you got the 10, and you got the 20,
And you want a 30?
I'll invest to get to the 30.
You can make money doing nothing now.
Yes.
Adrian, you got an ending message, bro?
I would say, find your peace. You know, find your peace, man. It's
peaceful
I
to
think-
find your peace.
I think everybody has their own life going on, and we have enough bullshit going on to where you just gotta accept what's coming, man. Once you've gone through everything that you've gone through, and once you're at peace with everything, man, like nothing can face you, nothing can hurt you, nothing can bring you down. Like any fight you come across, you're gonna win it. You know, no matter if you win at that moment, I lost, but I'm gonna still keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't win
You know,
every round.
you can't beat me, bro. Like you can't not in any fight that life brings you. You know what I'm saying? Just find your peace, man. Stop worrying about what fucking people think. Stop
That's the
giving a
thing.
fuck, bro.
That's the
No.
thing. Most people can't.
Bro,
It's easy for us, but most people can't.
It's easy to
Yeah.
not give a fuck what people think about you, bro. Like, and you don't. We're old. We're too old to worry about what people think about you, man. Keep going. So what? Why are you gonna waste energy on stupid little shit?
Yeah.
It don't fucking matter. If you and your partner have something going in front of you, man, fucking go for it, dude. Quit stopping and wasting your energy on stupid shit.
No, for sure.
Find your fucking peace and be happy, because we are not fucking guaranteed. And I know people are like, oh, shut the fuck. We are not guaranteed tomorrow, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, dude, live life today, man, because just be fucking happy. Who gives a fuck, bro? Who gives a fuck? Be happy with what you have in front of you. Stop stressing. Bills are going to be there. They're not going away.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going away.
Yeah.
So what?
Why are you losing your happiness because you owe fucking $80 to fucking... Yeah.
Do not let that steal your happiness.
For sure. Fuck yeah. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, you always
that.
got to stay positive. The optimistic, always, and this is mine, and it's an extension off of Adrian's, but you have to stay optimistic, because if you don't, then that's when shit goes down.
Positivity
So did
feeds positivity.
Exactly. So did life teach you that?
Oh shit, dude.
Okay.
You had to have lived a little bit.
Okay.
And had some shitty situations that
Yeah.
to occur
Yeah.
to know what is positive and what is striving forward.
You know what? I never understood my grandpa. I thought he was an asshole when, like, shit would go wrong for me. And he'd be like, that's what you save money for. I thought that was an asshole response,
Shit.
right?
Yeah.
But he was just saying, like, hey, man, you planned for that.
Yeah.
And you're okay.
Yes.
You're not on the setback.
No, you're not on the setback.
It didn't set you
because-
back because you've planned for this.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
You cannot be a victim. Ever. You cannot be a victim. If you put yourself in a victim issue, that is not being optimistic at all.
I think that's a coward way out of it.
And so, yeah, you're right. Air condition. My air condition went out, and I'm still trying to fix it, and I have somebody that's going to fix it. And he told me, he goes, this air condition right here, I can fix it. But just know that it's going to go out somewhere in the near future. And you're going to have to buy it. And don't buy the insurance on it because that's going to be, they're going to screw you. Insurance is a scam on air conditions. And this is a professional air condition person.
Yeah.
And he goes, so just set aside $3,200 right now. And when this air conditioner goes out, you're going to be able to buy it.
It's what you save money for.
And that's what you save money for. And that was a fucking life lesson right there, too. I save money just in case fucking fuckery happens. And so he just reassured me fuckery's going to happen. And he was like, this thing right here, I'm going to fix it. But one of these days, I ain't going to be able to fix it. And so just know that. Not everything is going to be fixed, and you're going to have to buy it.
Yeah.
So.
That's badass, bro. The message I want to say is don't be so hard on yourself, man.
No.
I'm so pissed because I lost 30 fucking pounds, and I've gained 10 of it back. But if you're listening to this message and if you're listening to today's podcast, I'm going to be in Mexico right now while you're listening to this. Mm-hmm. We've, of course, recorded it. We recorded this episode ahead of time. But I'm so pissed at myself because I still feel like I gained 10 pounds back, which I don't understand in my head. Hey, man, you still lost 20, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to Cancun, like, just kicking my own ass. Like, you could have been down 30 pounds if you just kept up with it. And people fuck up.
Yeah.
But shout out Jordan Bass, man. I'm talking to Jordan Bass, and he's like, bro, you can't be fucking hard on yourself all the fucking time.
You can't.
Like, and I get it. He's like, dude, I get it. Like, you want to be successful, but, dude, give yourself some leeway, man. Like,
always
celebrate the small successes.
Yes, like you can't celebrate that you're still down 20. Like, you've understood your fault. Now pick it up. Like, don't fuck up from here, but you're still down 20.
Yeah.
So that being said, man, shout out Jordan Bass once again, but don't be so hard on yourself, man. Like, it took him to fucking hammer it home in that theory, and I'm like, fuck, I guess you're right, man. Like, you're right. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, I'm fucking so hard on myself on everything in my life. Like, man, I need to give myself some leeway and celebrate the small victories.
Celebrate that you're going to fucking Cancun and quit saying, I can't be happy until I'm sitting in or on the beach, because I'm happy for you because you get to go to Cancun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when you're sitting there and you're like, I can't be happy because my wife is pissed off at me because I'm in the airport, and I'm like, no, we're not. I'm not happy until it's fucking there.
I got stopped by security. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, those are the little bullshit.
This
that
little bullshit,
happen, man.
yeah.
It's always me, though. No, but I
Well,
get
guess what? It was us too.
I think the best time we had was when y'all showed up late and me and Eric were already drinking.
Yes.
And us three were right there, and that was the
they're
best
sitting
fucking
right
time.
there, and the ocean is just looking at us, right?
And you showed up late, and
Yeah.
that late madness went away like
Yeah,
that.
it went away quick.
Immediately.
But it was because of you. Because I get there and I'm like, these motherfuckers are like, hey, shut the fuck up. We ordered shots. And I was like, fuck it. Let's fucking have a good
Yeah,
time.
but because it was like too much here. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you're here.
You already made
Let
it.
it go. Like,
Find
I
the
get
peace.
it. I get it.
Look at the
Shit's
ocean.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you're here. So it's like,
And there was a Mayan ruin right there too at the window, right? Like
Yeah.
we're looking at the Maya ruin, we're looking at the ocean, and everything turned out so beautiful.
And that was one of the
And
best nights.
what a fucking beautiful trip that was.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Shout out my wife. It was a great 40th, but most importantly, man, shout out Alex Rangel Villarreal, man. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to her.
Happy
And
birthday.
We're in
And that's why we're going to Tulum.
we're in Tulum for her. So
Yes.
but most importantly, man, I wanted to talk to you if you knew. Can you put out Eric and Tommy Aguilar's business, or do you not know?
Sideways collision, I think. Believe it
Sideways
is.
collision. Yeah.
Sideways collision. It is.
I saw him on TV and I
on
was so
Clovis.
happy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm all about fucking Arnett, fucking rising up and being
Clovis
successful,
Highway
bro.
and Avenue U, I believe, and it's Thomas Aguilar, Eric Aguilar, Joseph Aguilar. Shout out to all those guys. I had to holler at him after I fucking fucked up my bike. I had to holler at Tommy.
Shout
like,
out
man,
to all of them, man. I'm all about Arnett raising up, bro.
man,
For real.
yeah,
Fuck
sure.
yeah.
They do everything from especially paint. That motherfucker can paint like a motherfucker, man. So holler at Tommy Aguilar, Sideways Collision, Eric Aguilar, Joseph Aguilar. Yeah, man, hit them guys up for real.
sure. Fuck yeah, man. Shout out to those guys. I'd love to have you on the podcast if you are willing and ready. And shout out Justice Bocanegra with the Polar Opposites podcast, man. Him and Eli, them kids are 24, 25 years old. Them kids are fucking straight up mature as fuck.
Justice
And that podcast
here with
is
it, man.
the shit, bro.
Justice is mentally,
Polar Opposites
yes,
podcast,
dude,
man.
Justice-
For sure, man.
I had talked with Justice at his dad's house one time before when they were starting to bring this up.
Yeah.
Dude, he is so like up here with it. It was like he was just his dad, you know, but just a younger version of his dad.
For sure, dude.
But just willing to express it because David Boak knows a lot too, but David Boak's not expressive with it. Not Justice,
Like
it's
how
just-
Justice is. Yeah,
is like
for sure.
Shout out Justice, man. But
And
that's
so, yeah,
badass.
man. Shout out my boy David Bocanegra, which is his dad. Love that guy, man. He's been on the podcast a few times, and I could have him on every episode. But most importantly, I want to shout out my sponsors, which is Patriot Paint and Construction, Tigre Burrito. If you hadn't fucked with Tigre Burrito, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, because you need to hit them up for breakfast every fucking day, except Sunday. They're not open on Sunday.
Or this week.
They're going to be in Punta Cana.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the
Oh, they're
DR.
going to Dominican.
Yeah, they go to DR.
It's all good.
So
All good.
shout out to Tigre Burrito. Tell him the Tesla sucks, and tell him JP Lopez show sent you. And shout out DJ Kipo, man. If you need any DJ services, hit up DJ Kipo 806 on all social media. And man, we're rocking and rolling on John Eric Media, man. Fucking Polar Opposites, Deep Dive with Donnie Flamingo and the Panderos every Friday.
The deep dog.
We're fucking rolling, man. So till next time, guys, read some books.